They erased names, rewrote history, divided families, poisoned communities, and sold lies as freedom, Black America. How many generations must disappear before we finally wake up?
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools declined.
Communities suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history.
Black
America,
wake up before they bury another generation.
teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity,
Build ownership,
build ownership.
build stronger foundations.
Black America,
Wake up,
before they bury.
another generation.
They took Africans from kingdoms and villages, packed them inside slave ships, chained them for months across the Atlantic Ocean. Millions died before even reaching American soil. Families were separated forever. Children were sold away from mothers. Men were beaten for reading books. Women were assaulted without justice. Slave owners built wealth from free labor, while black bodies were treated like property under American law. After slavery ended in 1865, freedom still did not arrive. Equally, Black Americans faced black codes, lynching, segregation, and Jim Crow laws. Schools were separated, neighborhoods were separated, hospitals were separated, voting rights were blocked through intimidation, literacy tests and violence. Entire black towns were burned to the ground, like Tulsa in 1921, where successful black businesses were destroyed by racist mobs. The government created redlining policies that denied black families home loans and wealth building opportunities. Highways were built through black neighborhoods. Factories left cities, and unemployment rose. Drugs flooded communities during the crack epidemic, while prisons expanded across America. Sentences for crack cocaine were far harsher than powder cocaine, even though both were forms of the same drug. Millions of black men disappeared into prisons, while families struggled without fathers and sons.
They told us entertainment was enough. They told us surviving was winning.
Meanwhile, schools declined.
Communities suffered, and another generation grew up disconnected from history. Black America,
Wake up before they bury another generation.
teach the children truth before the system shapes them.
Learn the history they tried to erase from education. Build unity,
Build ownership,
build ownership.
build stronger foundations.
Black America,
Wake up before they bury another generation.
The civil rights movement brought change through sacrifice. People marched, protested, and died, demanding equal treatment under the law. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and many others spoke about education, economics, and self-respect. Yet decades later, many black communities still face underfunded schools, police, violence, poverty, health disparities, and limited access to opportunity. Social media spreads distractions faster than knowledge. Music corporations profit from promoting violence, division, and destruction, while ownership stays in the hands of executives far away from the neighborhoods affected by the messages. Black consumers spend billions every year, yet much of that money leaves the community instead of circulating to create businesses, jobs, and property ownership. History is often shortened inside classrooms. Many students learn little about African civilizations, invented scientists, or economic achievements. Some grow up believing slavery is the beginning of black history, instead of understanding the depth of African cultures before colonization. Without knowledge of history, many young people lose identity, direction, and confidence.
Communities cannot survive without fathers present, mothers supported, children educated, and neighbors united. Political promises alone
will not save future generations. Real change requires discipline,
Financial literacy,
education,
land.
ownership, voting awareness, and community organization.
Wake up now,
Study the past now,
protect the youth now,
build the future now.
before another generation
Disappears into prisons.
poverty,
minute, guys. 1
violence,
minute.
and hopelessness.
Every generation receives a warning.
Yeah,
Every generation faces a choice.
yeah.
Remain divided and distracted, or rebuild families, knowledge.
And economic strength together.
Black America.
The future depends on what happens now.
History already showed the consequences of silence.
Division and ignorance.
The next generation
Powerful
is
song,
watching
man.
and waiting for leadership.
Welcome to the stream, guys. My name is Rig, aka US Army Overlord, aka Union Gang. I am live streaming from the Antifa War Room. I'm multi-streaming as well. I am on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Substack, and TikTok at the moment. Tonight, we will be talking about something that's pretty obvious to Black people. I think it should be obvious to the rest of the country and the rest of the world what's happening right now. And that is Black people are being hunted. With the lynching of Tasha Fortune out there in Jackson, Mississippi, it's pretty obvious that this is nothing more than a continuation of racial terror. Lynching became popular with the Confederacy. You know, the moment Black people started escaping, getting out these damn slave situations and getting off these plantations, lynching has been a tool in America. America is probably one of the few countries on earth where it's been allowed. White people have been allowed to kill Black people with impunity. So when these people talk about crime and Black on Black crime, it's utter bullshit. Nobody has killed more people than white people in this country, especially state-sponsored killing. They let people kill hundreds, take out hundreds of Black cities. They've overthrown governments because Black people were there. They refuse to let Black senators and congressmen be seated successfully because of the racism in this country. And so we really don't have a lot of fucks to give to hear these excuses. They are hunting people down in the South, and we need to be ready to deal with that. We knew this is the price when you put a white supremacist back in charge of the country. You're going to have this. And so at every level of the government, the federal government is hostile to Black people. Look at what they've done to Black women jobs, how they fired them. Hostile in the military. Look how they refuse to promote Black generals. They've weaponized shaving profiles to eliminate Black soldiers, erasing Black history, erasing Black military history on top of that. So it is a coordinated fucking effort. From the federal government to the state-sponsored slave catchers, they're here. They're hunting you. I'm gonna show a video about that I saw that really had me pissed off, man. Because if you listen to the language of the video, I'm gonna let my reaction play there a little later in the program. But it shows you that these people can't even call a lynching a lynching. They can't even say that a Black woman was lynched in Jackson, Mississippi. They call it a tragedy. How the fuck is it a tragedy? If this woman, if the fire department had to go out here and cut her down, use ladders to cut her down out of a tree, how the fuck is that a tragedy? What do you mean the coroner, they haven't come back, foul play is not suspected yet? We know what it is. And so everyone needs to be ready, right? Everyone needs to be ready. So it's happening, right? It's happening. Well, no matter how you feel about it, this is the reality of America right now. So, yeah. Hold on a second. AJ, if you're back, can you shut that door, please? All right. So, don't know yet. Probably not, but if you shut the door so the dogs don't come down. But let's get into it. I got a couple of politicians I feel strongly about them in each way. Right. First, I'm gonna talk about the one who I really support. I'm gonna let you hear some words from the best of us. Kamala.
19 states have already passed laws to make it more difficult to vote. Then this president, hey everybody, so they're trying to mess with your ability to vote, just to break it all down. You've got the Supreme Court, they just sealed the deal with this case that just came up recently, the Calais decision, which basically took the power out of the Voting Rights Act, which was designed to protect your right to vote. So you got the Supreme Court doing its thing. Then this president is trying to push this SAVE Act, which basically would require that for people to register to vote, you're going to have proof of who you are through a passport, which a lot of Americans don't have, or a birth certificate. Same point, obstacles to make it difficult for you to register to vote. And then you got the states. 19 states have already passed laws to make it more difficult to vote. And the ones that haven't passed a law are doing it in practice in many places around our country. Why? Because they're scared of you. They are scared of your power.
Because I guess there's a lot of dumbasses in my comments right now on TikTok. Hey man, first of all, Melania fucked her way to the top, and Lindsey Graham been getting his asshole torn out. So this is a Black liberation space, and we go talk about Black liberation issues. So that old lady earned that ass kicking. And you can get some too if you want some, right? Beyond borders. Because if anybody come talking that shit to me, man, I'm matching the seat energy. Y'all go fuck is she old? Right? She's an old ass racist bitch. She got exactly what she had coming to her. The fuck you think? You think I'm gonna let somebody put their hands on me? I understand that you guys are used to those Negroes, those weak-minded Negroes that could not make eye contact with white people. Them days are over with. Them days are absolutely fucking over with. Just to be clear, we're not bending the knee to fucking demons. It's not happening. So it is what it is. You can cry more about that shit. She got exactly what she had coming to her. And you can get some too. It's forever fuck a white supremacist. I said what I said. Now let's get back to Kamala, man, before I also rudely interrupted by these fucking bots.
Power out of the Voting Rights Act, which was designed to protect your right to vote. So you got the Supreme Court doing its thing. Then this president is trying to push this SAVE Act, which basically would require that for people to register to vote, you're going to have proof of who you are through a passport, which a lot of Americans don't have, or a birth certificate. Same point, obstacles to make it difficult for you to register to vote. And then you got the states. 19 states have already passed laws to make it more difficult to vote. And the ones that haven't passed a law are doing it in practice in many places around our country. Why? Because they're scared of you. They are scared of your power, the power you have, the power of your voice through your vote. So the work we have to do right now, let's make sure everybody, one, check your voter registration status, because they've been purging the rolls. Make sure you register to vote. Even if you thought you are, just make sure. Next, let's make sure that everybody we know is registered to vote if they've not registered before. And then let's encourage everyone, vote early where they can, vote by mail where they can, and vote. It's gonna make a difference.
Voting is our primary weapon, period. If you cannot understand that, you're behind the power curve. If voting didn't matter, they wouldn't be lynching Negroes. The southern states wouldn't be out here right now after the Voting Rights Act got shredded, going out here and busting up black districts. They're doing all of these things because they do not want black people voting. They don't want you to have power. They do not want you to enjoy the same benefits that white Americans enjoy. Period. That's it. That's flat out what it is. They've created this racial hierarchy for rich white people, by rich white people, and they're trying to stay in that shit. And they want us at the dead bottom of it. That is just a reality of living in America. And so what we're going to do is fight back. Everything that we've gotten, every right that we had, black blood was shed for it. This is not going to be any different. I'm going to show you videos I've been popping here for a while about how these cops still talking shit about wanting to have race wars, about wanting to eliminate black people, and people still think these fucking slave catchers are good guys. They're not. There's so many reasons why policing in this country has to be dismantled. because it's built on a white supremacist slave catcher system. These people don't give a fuck about the rule of law. They let white people destroy whole black cities with impunity. And they still trying to have a conversation about black on black crime. Nobody is doing more dirt than these demons. Let's just be clear. In the United States of America, the so-called straight white male is the number one suspect doing this dirt. And they have a system that's been protecting their ass for far too long. And then you got these weak politicians, right, who I guess talk just to hear themselves talk in the echo chamber. I'm talking about you, Cory Booker.
I feel like Democrats have helped pave the road to the hell we're in right now. And I think there's a fecklessness that should be unacceptable now for anybody in our party or anybody running for office. There are two things we've got to do. And if we don't get them done, shame on us. I think that we're going to have a good midterm election. I think very possibly, if we do the work, we can end up with Democrats in January of 2029 holding the House, the Senate, and the White House. That work starts now. But if we get there and don't do two very big things, we don't deserve to lead anymore. And the first thing is once and for all to end the corruption that is eating away at our country. It's being normalized in Washington.
I think it's fucking hilarious that Cory Booker is out here talking about corruption. He's talking about fecklessness, like he's not speaking into a mirror. He has been quite feckless for some time. He filibustered them destroying the Voting Rights Act. That was it. That was a highlight. That's the only thing I can think about. Far too long, he is, even on ICE, he weak as fuck. He thinks that ICE needs to be retrained. ICE needs to be obliterated as a federal program. It is here to uphold white supremacy. It does nothing. There is no good thing with that. It's here to fucking make people's lives miserable, and they're hiring white criminals to do it. And of course, they got buck dancers as long as you want to go out here and do dirt against brown people. Cory Booker was on the wrong side of the TikTok ban. He talked shit about banning TikTok while he had a motherfucking TikTok account. Still got a TikTok account. Remember, the weak-ass Supreme Court upheld the TikTok ban. 9-0. Them motherfuckers couldn't even get 9-0 with the 14th Amendment. They couldn't even agree. Now, it was a split decision. It was a 5-4 decision to repeal the 14th Amendment. But them motherfuckers all agreed that TikTok's a problem. Remember, this happened under weak-ass Democrats. Joe Biden signed that bullshit TikTok in the law because they let the fucking Republicans outmaneuver them about Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. If it comes down to us, TikTok is the reason why Democrats had a lot more momentum. But they didn't give a fuck about us because Cory Booker's never going to get banned. His account will never get banned. I've lost thousands of dollars on that bullshit. And I'm sure other people have too. Look at Tizzy, lost his account because all that bullshit. The moment they start letting the right wing, they talk about it got to be sold to an American company. And you let these motherfuckers sell it to the right wing? Weakness, man. And then he come in here and sitting down in their face and talk about fecklessness. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get his performative ass out of here. Cory Booker is not going to save us from fascism. He's not going to do it. I don't think AIPAC Shakur is going to save us from fascism. Damn sure Chuck Schumer, he's complicit in the shit. Them motherfuckers are bought and paid for, man. So it is what it is. Ain't nobody, listen, I've never held fucking Booker in high regard. I always seen him as a weaker version of Obama. And he has done shit to prove me wrong. These times require extraordinary leadership. Motherfuckers got to get out here and get out their comfort zone and put their ass on the line, put their career on the line. And I'm not saying that's all the performance. They really believe that if they just say certain words that people go fucking agree with them. They lynching Negroes in this bitch, man. They lynching black people. Where the fuck are you at, Cory Booker? They're fucking lynching black people in America. And these motherfuckers talking about, ICE needs better training. Fuck out of here, man. Listen, if this two-party system is going to survive, we need people who can speak truth to power. We need people who can speak truth to power, man. These performative-ass politicians got to fucking go, man. They do. They got to go. And only you can get rid of him. His constituents got to get rid of his ass. His constituents got to, find somebody more progressive, find somebody more fucking pro-black. Let's go fight for these issues and get them in office. Because this is a damn shame. Listen to this fucking dude. Listen to him talk, man. Just listen. He almost bad. Listen to him talk. Is almost bad. Listen to Trump talk. Because it's all a fucking act. It's an act. That's the issue. I'm not being hunted by anyone. I'm the motherfucking hunter. But black people are being hunted in this country, if you want to know. I am fully prepared to engage and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close quarters combat. I'm trained to do that shit. I'm motivated to do that shit, and I'm more than willing to do that. Well, what's happening in this country right now is racist-ass demons are killing black people across these southern states. It's something they've always done, but it peaks when you get demons in charge, right? When you get Trump in here, that's part of the Trump effect. We've always talked about that shit. Gun sales go up, murder goes up, crime goes up, because you got a crime lord running the country. Donald Trump is a criminal, period. Convicted of 34 felonies, he should have been convicted of 1,000 felonies. The only federal facility he should have been in was Rikers Island. But because America's so racist, because it's so full of misogyny, this is crazy. And so everybody got to be ready. Everybody got ready to do their part. Well, let's get into it, man. I'm going to let you guys hear this thing. I'm going to let you guys listen to my full clapback video on this because Tasha Fortune has been lynched in Jackson, Mississippi. There is no sugarcoating that shit. This young black woman had her life extinguished, probably by Mississippi slave catchers. And all of them bitches are complicit in this shit. And everybody needs to be ready to deal with them. If they take one of ours, get into theirs.
Well, the Jackson Police Department is investigating how a woman died after she was found hanging from a tree. 16 WAPT's Omasei Ighodaro is live outside the Jackson Police Department with what we know so far.
Allie, the discovery has left so many people shocked in the community. The Hinds County coroner, Jeremiah Howard, has confirmed the woman's body was found hanging from a tree at the backyard of what appeared to be a vacant home. Now, Jackson police say they did respond to the Road of Remembrance around 7:30 Monday night where her body was found. And we did speak to a few people in the neighborhood who say they are just shocked and concerned.
It's unnatural in this lifetime. You don't see things like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of had me in a whole nother stage to where like, man, should we still stay here or should we leave?
Witnesses we spoke to also say a ladder from the Jackson Fire Department was used to help get the body down from the tree. Police have not released the woman's identity or said how long the body was at the location. And Allie, the Hinds County coroner has not confirmed the cause or manner of death. He says the body was sent to the state medical examiner's office and investigators have not said whether foul play was involved. Now, police are asking anyone with any information to contact JPD. And as soon as we learn more, we'll be sure to keep you updated. For now, I'm live in Jackson. Omasei Ighodaro, 16 WAPT News.
What the fuck you mean you don't know the cause of death? Let me help you out because obviously the fucking news is complicit in covering up an obvious fucking hate crime, obvious fucking lynching. What this shit should have started off with was 29-year-old Tasha Fortune was found murdered, lynched, hanging from a fucking tree, possibly by slave catchers, because who else is killing black people in the South with impunity? How the fuck can you have an investigation and you can't even speak for what's happening? If the fire department had to cut her body down from a fucking tree, she did not hang herself. That beautiful black young woman was fucking murdered. Murdered by some good old boys down there in the South. And there's no doubt in my mind the motherfucking slave catchers are complicit. The fucking coroner, let's see if he can't call an obvious murder a murder. I don't know why the fuck black people are still in this fucking South, as hostile as it is to your life. But if you go be there, you need to take measures to protect yourself. This right here is a 12-gauge slug. It is proven effective of stopping you from being lynched by fucking demons. I prefer that shit in a drum capacity. That way you can street sweep them demons right back to hell where they came from. This is 5.56 ammunition. 100 fucking rounds. Enough to clear the fucking block out. For anybody who think they gonna continue America's long, dark, fucking legacy of lynching black people. Black people do not lynch themselves in the United States of America. They are hung by motherfucking demons who want to keep that tradition going. If you black, especially in the motherfucking South, you need to be heavily armed and willing to protect yourself. If you want Tasha Fortune's GoFundMe information, I'm gonna post it here. I'm gonna also repost that link in my bio. Help the family if you can, but it's a motherfucking shame that people are still being lynched in 2026 with fucking impunity. What happened to the anti-lynching law? How many motherfuckers have been prosecuted for that again? There the fuck you go. And remember, boys and girls, the only good Nazi is a dead motherfucking Nazi. And whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy. Now, if you look in the comment section of that video, no black person believed that official story. Everyone knows what's happening. This young, beautiful black woman was murdered. It's a hate crime, and the federal government ain't gonna tell you shit, right? They're not gonna tell you a damn thing. This is exactly what Trump wants. This is what that man wants. This is what's going on. And guys, we're gonna open up. This is an open discussion tonight, guys. If y'all want to jump in on TikTok, just drop a one. Get up in the box. We can talk about it. I got several other videos we go play. But understand, lynching is as American as apple pie. It has always been going on. It is the primary use of a terror weapon against black people. And nobody out here is that. I say there should be squad wiping shit. Bloodline should pay for what's happening. This is calculated. This is what they do in the South. And in the North too. I've been threatened with lynching a lot of times, but they don't pull up. Why? Because I'm ready to eat their ass up. That's why. I'm not going back and forth for no demons, man. I know what time it is. America has been one of the most racist countries ever to exist. To allow that type of shit, they fought a whole ass civil war to keep us in chains. And after they lost the Civil War, they continued to fight for that lifestyle. That's why you see such a divide between North and South. To this day, Mississippi, man, ain't got shit going on in that country. Mississippi is like a third world motherfucking country. You see these black people out here, they ain't giving them shit. They want you. My mama was out there in that bitch, slaving in the 40s. A slave on a plantation in 1940. Because America is full of shit. These white people love lying, man. They love their lies. They still out here doing this shit. Remember, they took their children to this shit. They took their children to watch black people be lynched like it was a fucking Olympic sport. You talk about some evil motherfuckers? They took their children with big ass smiles out there to do this shit and then go pray to Jim Crow Jesus Sunday. Passing postcards, right? And it got to the point where they had to ban postcards with graphic images. So this is facts. These are the truth about what America is. And in 2026, they are still lynching black people with that performative ass anti-lynching bill that didn't do shit. Because if you're not going to enforce the law, who gives a fuck about it? That is why we're here. You cannot trust these corrupt ass slave catchers. You damn sure cannot trust the federal government. Shit, they out here hiring fucking criminals. The head of the federal government is a fucking criminal himself. So what the fuck are we talking about here? We know how they get down. And we're not going nowhere. Black people ain't leaving this bitch. I earn mine. Ain't nobody taking shit from me. I don't give a fuck about what these demons say. I stand ready to engage and destroy these demons. Fuck around and find out. Like I told them, there ain't a rope in America strong enough to go around my neck. Ain't a motherfucking rope strong enough to go around my neck. I wish they would try it. I'm going to be on that Nat Turner with a burner motherfucking energy. And every black man, woman, and child need to be ready. You need to be heavily armed and protecting yourselves in these communities, especially in the South. I don't know why. If you're in the South, man, get your ass up out of there. What the fuck future we got in Mississippi? Listen, I've been over Mississippi. My mom slaved in that bitch. They will never get no labor out of me in that bitch. Let them people subjugate themselves. Come on down here to Virginia and arm up while you can. Come on down here, man. Let's make Virginia Wakanda. If I had my way, I would turn Virginia into Wakanda. This shit will be black on black on black on black on black. Because they cannot get us at the state level. It's not about having a black city. You got to have a black state. That way you can have your own paramilitary forces. You can have your own black militia groups protecting your shit. Just like they move, we got to be ready to move. Understand that. You're not going to convince these people otherwise. If these people could be convinced, they wouldn't be doing it. At no point in American history did white people say, you know what? We've done enough killing and raping. Let's just free all of these slaves. Let's just stop being evil pieces of shit. There were words you never go hear in American history because that's not how I go. They are not going to stop. They have to be stopped. Understand that. Hold on, I got you, man. While I'm raving up here. Come on up, Seti. What up, bro? What you been up to? What up, man?
Some bullshit, dude. Some straight bullshit.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah, man. How you go? There's no ladder. They had to use a ladder to get it down.
Exactly. So that means she was hung. She was lynched. Right. If they need to cut her down with a ladder, you know how big the fucking fire truck ladders are? If the fire department had to use a ladder to get her down, we know what it is. And the fact that this is how racist the local television is, they telling you what to believe. Well, it's a tragedy. No, it's a hate crime. A black woman was lynched. That's what it should have been said. But they won't even speak the words.
But Rick, when you got a FBI and a DOJ like we got right now, how in the hell they gonna enforce anything?
They're not. It's open season. They want that shit. Shit, it's open season on black people. That's why I say you can't trust the fucking fans. You better arm the fuck up.
Remember when you said that shit? See, yeah, they doing something now that Biden in there. What happens when another president?
Yeah, but even with Biden, they didn't listen. They talked about it. They remember even under Biden, we talked about Lexington Police Department, how corrupt they was, how all the dirty shit they did, man, and they did not do shit against some cops. I got the transcripts, I got the videos, all of that, even under the Biden administration, because the Democrats have been weak with dealing with the Confederacy. The Klan should be outlawed. Period. The Ku Klux Klan should be outlawed. Confederacy should be outlawed. All them Confederate states should be blown the fuck up.
But what do? Black Lives Matter. They make that a damn terrorist group. Get the fuck out of here.
Of course. Hold on. I got you, Black Star. But this is what I'm trying to tell people, man. It's been open season. Yes.
Beautiful young
yes.
Man.
And they lie about every fucking thing. What up, people?
Fucking sick of this shit.
Yeah, man. When I seen that shit, when I saw the video, I was already mad. And then my wife had gave me her information. I said, "That's it. I'm dropping the video." And they already pulled that shit off TikTok. That's why I put my other shit out there. Yeah. But I don't care.
Hold on, Rick. Did you see the Arkansas State Highway Patrol? How he did that black girl?
Yeah, I saw that.
18 years old.
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
No, Rick? I didn't. Drop that shit in live now, and I'll watch it.
Listen.
Because I got a bunch of those shits coming out. I got a bunch of videos I do got that's going on.
What's up, Sherry?
Let me tell you. I forwarded that Instagram to my children, and I told them, listen, don't be out here giving these police no room to stop you.
That's right.
To do anything. Because this motherfucker actually, when this girl was saying, you not supposed to be punching me in my face, he said, who told you that? Where you get that from?
Yeah.
I said, and I texted my children, I said, let me live. Please let me live. Because if it was my daughter, that motherfucker wouldn't be breathing right now.
I feel you. Exactly. Because I told you, and that's why, once again, we don't need motherfucking slave catchers. You tell me where the fuck, show me where any of these slave catchers have helped black people throughout American history. Show me where they've come together and helped the black community. It's the exact fucking opposite.
But Rick, we talked about this shit also, man, in Mississippi. You got these damn, that brother that came up on John Lemon's, y'all got to look at that shit. This motherfucker got up there talking about the, Nolan Wells, he cut his hair and all that, and we the outside agitators. I'm like, Negro, please, are you fucking kidding me, man? He was saying that Crump and Al Sharpton coming
Who?
They're outside.
Who?
Our brother, dog.
You talking about that dumbass cop?
No, I'm talking about the guy that got on Don Lemon's live that cut Nolan Wells' hair for the first motherfucking time.
Oh, I haven't. Listen, so you know them coons be out there, man. Them coons be. I don't give coons airtime.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. You would have lost your damn. Don Lemon said, "What are you talking about?" The man was talking about what? Black women, white women are having sex and having babies with black people. It's changed. Negro, they've been doing that for years.
Listen, slaves. Hey, our forefathers had black mistresses. So ain't none of that shit changed. It don't mean anything, right? It don't mean a damn thing. All it shows you is how corrupt they are. Listen, of course they love fucking you over and fucking you. But they want to get something from you. They want to extract resources from you. So it's this whole craziness that's been going on right now. But listen, what I do got is some more videos. Yeah. I want y'all to hear some of these videos that's dropping in right now. Hold on, let me drop another cat that was talking about what's happening with the whole situation as well, because I think we understand.
This is my second video for the day, but a cracker just made a comment on the post. It makes fucking sense. It makes fucking sense. Nolan Wells, even though they don't need any provocation because they never have to do harm to our fucking people, Big Cracker made a comment on my post, which makes sense. That's why I need y'all black folk. Watch your fucking children. This cracker said, this is justice for Austin. All these black folk being hung just recently.
What up,
after this Carmel, it's fucking taking the fuck off. Nolan Wells, high school football student, right? Right. Killed by a bunch of white boys, right? Austin Metcalf, bitch ass, lost his life to a young brother. Our dear nephew, Carmelo Anthony. which is coming home. I speak it and declare it. I don't speak it in no Jesus name. I speak that shit to the universe. And you better fucking hear me, universe. This motherfucker said justice for Austin. That's why all of these lynchings are happening. It wouldn't surprise me that this is they get back, but they do it quietly. And I know it's these goddamn police officers doing it. We just need to know which ones. Because they ain't gonna investigate themselves and they ain't gonna goddamn tell you it's them that fucking doing it. My brothers, listen to me.
We already know, right? So we know what's happening. We recognize what's happening. And I think that more people, especially in the South, you got to be activated to see what's going on. Hey, Jay, what up, man? If you guys don't know, this is Jay. He was with us, one of the original members of Remember Your Oath. Burn that flag up real nice and good and shit and shut them down. But come on, man. Let's talk about what's happening with you.
All right. I sent you some pictures on your, I texted you some pictures.
I just saw him come in. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a little bit behind today. Gotta, excuse me. I took my son to college today too. So, the background of the story is we had a really, really good friend of ours. Her name is Crystal Colley. And amazing woman. Did so much for the Black community in our Western North Carolina, just north of South Carolina area, bringing back the history, teaching the history, spreading Black ownership of Black business groups to help grow Black businesses in the area. Lived in what was called Little Brooklyn, which was actually it was a historically Black area that was I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was called the Kingdom, where Black families were able to live and thrive before all the shit came in with all the gentrifying and shit like that. And she was trying to reestablish it. She had a local museum had dedicated a room for her to display African art. We did Kwanzaa together there. And this is a woman that was poor, very poor. She lived in her car at one point with her daughter. She, her ex-husband didn't do shit for her, just fucking left her to hang. His idea of supporting her and her daughter was giving him $30 to split. But she, and you wouldn't know it talking to her. You wouldn't know that she was, how destitute she was and how, her struggles, because she was always a positive. You'll see the pictures, man. She had just an amazing smile. Crystal was amazing. And her daughter, we lost her 3 years ago. Her daughter was 15. Tiara. I'm always screwing up her name. Tiara. We call her TT, but now she's 18. She's like, I don't want to be called TT anymore. She's always TT to me. But when her mom passed away, we told the family that, please, you need anything, reach out to us. If she needs a place to stay, reach out to us. And they really didn't. And she kind of got lost in the shuffle. She was basically without a permanent home, so technically homeless for 3 years. And we didn't know. Just didn't know. We thought she was being cared for properly. We thought she had a good, stable situation, but she was getting bounced around between friends and family. And finally, her aunt contacted us over a month ago and said,
I got the picture.
She needs some help. She needs a place to stay. And we were like, shit, that's a no-brainer. She's like, would you, she was like kind of hesitant to ask us. And I was like, shit, we wanted her 3 years ago. We'll always have a place for her. And regardless of what happens, like Ari, my 18-year-old, he went down and lived down in the basement so she could have a room. Right. So she's with us. She's staying with us. She's living with us. This is her home now, and so we've talked to her and we went ahead. Like I said, her father is basically absent, but we talked to her and we're going to adopt her.
This shit, man.
And yeah, she's an amazing girl. So smart. She asked me the hardest damn questions, man. I'll tell you what. She asked me a question of what would I be doing if I never ran for Congress and I never was, you know, who I am now. And I was like, I have no idea because I am who I am. That was my son, her and my son went to prom together. I mean, she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Smart.
And damn shame out here, right? That she lost her mom, what, 15, was like basically homeless in America, you know, couch surfing and shit. Because remember, they let these fucking billionaires do what they want, but people out here, you know, who are trying to get by, they don't have no safety net. There's no safety net for the average person.
So we're working on that. That's going to happen once we can get the paperwork set up. It's going to happen pretty quick. That was her 18th birthday at her ops. And we're going to get, you know, and then I mean, it's only a 30-day. It's a very quick process as an adult. She's 18, but she needs a family.
Of course, she needs support, man.
And she needs support, and she can get everything that I have that my kids have, like healthcare, dental, you know.
Yeah, access to the GI Bill. She's going to go to school.
Yeah, she's going to go to school and get paid. And so we, but we're not there yet.
That's wonderful what you're doing, man. That's wonderful what you're doing.
Listen, Jay, good people, man.
Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah, you good people. We talked about this earlier.
It was a no-brainer. It was like, yes, of course. I mean, she just dropped dead one day. She died. The stress. Her stress never, like, we didn't know. Like, you don't know, talking to her, how stressed she was. And to live in where we live and to be a strong black woman who puts herself out there.
Because you already know, man. Because you know North Carolina, man. Shit. I'm about to show y'all some videos about that shit. It's a long-ass history of anti-blackness in fucking North Carolina.
Yeah. So what we're asking is we need some help. She needs help to get enrolled into school, because like she's not getting money from the family. She when she turned 18, she lost her mother's Medicaid or Medicare and any benefits that she could have had. And it's just going to take some time for us. It's only going to take a couple of months for us to get her going. She doesn't have a vehicle. She wants to work. She wants to go to school. She needs a computer. She doesn't even have a computer to work with. You know, her brother supplies a phone, but her brother's only a couple years older than her. But he's doing everything he can. He lives in Charlotte, but he's trying. You know, it's hard. We all know it's hard, right? It's to raise kids. Period.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
But then you've got a brother who's trying to step up, and he's helping and stuff. So what we're asking is, if anybody can donate to help support her in this transition and get her going into. She's gonna go start at a community college. We have a really good community college.
Hey, my Cash App is here, guys. If you guys hit me, whatever I get tonight, I'm giving to them. Right. So if you guys, whatever you get me on that Cash App, I'm sending it to them. So if you guys that way, that's the fast way we can do it, because Jay got to deal with all this other stuff right now. So whatever you guys send to me, I will send to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's dude, I'm happy as shit. You know, we ain't got no girls in my family, except we got to marry them. Get into our family. So
listen, you got a big ass heart, man. It's good to do some shit like that. It's good, but listen, you've been on that John Brown shit for a while, man. I'm proud of you, man. You know the shit we went through out there. You facing down the government. You still dealing with repercussions of that, right? They revoked your fucking Second Amendment rights because of that flag burning. Yeah, even though they had no case, the case fell apart, but they're still doing shit to be dirty. And so, I appreciate you walking that John Brown path, man, because that's a real one. That's real shit. It's not performative. You really doing this, opening your doors to young black, women out here who are struggling and trying to help them get away. Because like I said, our kids doing better because we did the fucking soldier route, right? We walked this fucking path, and Jay been out there chewing as much dirt as I did, been through all kind of hell. If you guys don't know his backstory, was blown the fuck up, Bronze Star recipient. He did the damn thing, and he is still fighting for this country a hell of a lot harder than a lot of these weak ass politicians.
Oh yeah, they don't take much to fight harder than these politicians. I'll tell you what. Yeah,
it's really a fucking shame, man. It's so goddamn performative.
I know there's quite a few people on here like Queen and Black Star and SETI and stuff haven't seen me in a while. I've been kind of laying low here, I've been kind of laying low. It's just I'm gonna be there when things happen. Yeah, they took my Second Amendment. I'm not even allowed to.
Yeah, he can't buy anything, guys. He's been flagged. His account been flagged federally. Remember, you have to be convicted of something to have your shit taken. He was not convicted of anything, but it doesn't matter. They
two citations. misdemeanors that they didn't even meet the requirement to pull my Second Amendment rights. You know, it's got to be a year and a day. Both of them combined were maximum of a year, and man, they're just fucking with me. And
of course,
I already contacted our ACLU. I want to sue them, and it's not about the money. I want to sue them and force them to establish a system where they give the Second Amendment rights back to people without people having to jump through hoops. They can take them away, no problem. They sure as shit can give them back. So we need to force them.
That's what that Hearn guy's suing too. He's suing.
Hey, Calvin, I see your donation. I got you on that. I appreciate you. Hey, I'll be sending that to Jay. Appreciate you on that Cash App.
I sent you one too, man.
All right, good shit, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, thank y'all. I mean, it's it's appreciated. I mean, it's hard out here.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna let that'll never stand. I mean, that'll never stand in the way of us taking care of people, taking care of those who. I mean, we love Tiara. We always have. I remember she was this little dude. She was just like a little spitting image of her mom when I first met her. She was like, what, 9 years old? Little girl just running around and, just amazing. But she's so respectful. She's so smart. And I'm telling you, man, you sit down with her, she's going to ask you some questions that you are just going to be like, shit, I never even thought about asking myself those questions. She wants to know you. She wants to know what's going on. She wants to feel who you are. To feel, and she's so smart. Her mom was so smart, so wonderful. I mean, her and Leslie were best friends. And it fucking broke our hearts that we lost her like we did.
Yeah, man. I mean, especially losing your mom young is fucking horrible, man.
When did she pass, man?
What's that?
When did she pass?
3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, and it feels like, because when Tiara was like, it was 3 years ago, I was like, no, bullshit, it was 3 years ago. It felt like it was fucking yesterday. Because it's so, I mean, we think about her all the time.
That's a crucial time for her to be losing her
Exactly,
mother.
man. As a teenager.
And having no father to support.
So basically, you're orphaned, right? You're orphaned in America. Because remember, guys, there is no fucking safety net. There is nothing in place. There is no social program in place to protect these children when tragedy strikes.
And I'm telling you, I'm upset that we weren't told about what was going on earlier. That it was kind of kept from us. Because we made it clear that she is an important person in our life. We love her, and we will do whatever we can to take care of her. And we just didn't know. And she went to South Carolina, bounced back up to North Carolina. She went to 2 different damn schools, like a couple of different schools and shit. I'm like, she has no stability. She's got it now. Dude, it's funny because it's like she'll be like, oh, can I have this?
Hey, I see you out there, Stacy. I appreciate you. Yeah, hey, everything y'all sent tonight, guys, we're sending to them. I appreciate you.
You don't have to ask for shit. This is your home. I was like, you live here. This is your home. You will always be part of us. If we move, you move. We're not taking. You're not here to be passed off to someone else. This is it. This is your home. You're not going nowhere. You go somewhere when you're ready to go move out on your own. Got it. But we're not. You're not getting handed off. This is not that. No.
She's gonna flourish from that. I did that for like 3 women. I'm like, I even let their kids stay there. I'm like, don't give me anything. I need you to get yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
They have got degrees, bought houses.
Good shit, man.
Riding around in new trucks, like.
Yep.
She's gonna be a nurse. She wants to be a nurse.
Oh, she gonna get paid.
Oh, we're gonna make that shit happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Help her. Okay.
What up, Doc?
Detroit, I wish you lived in Detroit, Jay. Probably 75% of the people here don't have no 2A rights, but it ain't stopping them from carrying.
Well, he still got what he got. He just can't get new shit.
They get new shit all the time.
Well, listen, we know. Listen, at the end of the day, nobody disarming me, right? I'm a soldier. He a soldier. Listen, Jay shit. Jay, I got one of his ARs, man. I bought from him.
We just go down to the flea market. We can get guns,
Yeah.
You probably got more than the average citizen got. You be okay. But make sure they get your stuff back, because I like new toys. I don't blame you.
Hey, man, it's never okay to take somebody's rights like that away.
Exactly.
Never.
And we need them now more than ever, guys. Exactly right. It is here to battle tyranny.
From that flag bullshit.
Yes, from that flag stuff. That's why they went ahead and listen. And then remember, guys, that's a bullshit executive order. Burning the American flag is a constitutionally protected right. It is a constitutionally protected right. Already been ruled on decades ago.
All day long. And you know, people. One thing I kind of learned, you know, like in thinking back on it, like getting distance from it has helped me because it's hard for me to you know, accept praise for stuff because that's just not who I am. You know, I mean, I did what needed to be done. But I tell people, it's like, it wasn't hey, dogs, come on, chill out. It wasn't about the flag. It was about Trump and pushing back on that. We had an ability to push back on something that he did that was illegal.
Yes. I was right there when he did this shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was.
Because we was mad as fuck when we heard it. I was like, this is some bullshit. And that's what Jerry's like, you know what? I should burn that shit right now. And I was like, immediately, I was like, hey, the black delegation agrees. The black delegation agrees.
It wasn't even like a breath in between.
Yeah, I was just like, because my wife was all about, don't you do it. She's like, don't you do it. I'm like, yeah. It's being handled. So, hey, Jay stepping up.
He was mad too. You know what? Beautiful on TV.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So when you going to, I know you suing their ass.
Yeah, I'm with I contacted the ACLU. They're gonna help me. Case because honestly, it's hard to find people around here, lawyers that are willing to sue the Department of Justice.
Yeah, because it's an uphill battle.
I understand how it interferes with your 2A if it was dropped, and it doesn't even have anything to do with right. That's wait a minute. They went from First Amendment, it was just speech. You didn't do anything violent or anything.
No. But this guys, you know they always drum up shit.
Yep. I did not meet the standards for them to pull my rights. Like if I was getting 13 months in prison, they could pull them because that falls within that article. I didn't. It maximum would have been 12 months period, not 12 months in a day. Yeah, they're just doing dirty. Exactly.
Yeah, and you was not convicted. The whole case fell apart because it was all complete bullshit. Because executive orders are not law.
So how the fuck they sit up and say, "Oh yeah, now we gonna take away your Second Amendment rights"?
Because they're corrupt.
The day I got arrested.
Yeah.
The day I got arrested.
Petty is, but that's some petty shit. They pulled it the same day you got arrested.
Yep. Because I went home and I tried to buy a weapon. And I got denied. Actually, I got put on a permanent hold. Then I went back in 3 months while the case was still open. Got denied. And then I went. So when the case was dismissed, all the paperwork was done, everything was filed, everything was cleared. I waited months after it got dismissed to give it time to work through the system. Dude, it was like they pushed the button and it immediately denied. Like, boom, we're waiting for you to immediately. It wasn't even a thought prop. They just, boom, denied.
Yeah,
like,
because they're corrupt, guys. Listen, I told you the federal government is fucking corrupt right now. Yep. They are corrupt. Yeah. They probably labeled them fucking Antifa for some shit. This is what they doing.
You know what? You know what? You go win that lawsuit. You go win.
I want them to set up a fucking a process to give the rights back. Without having to
they never should have been taken anyway until you was convicted and sentenced to prison.
Yeah. And, you know, somebody told me, oh, well, that's just what they do. And I was like, that doesn't, so what?
That sounds some illegal shit is what they've been doing.
It's illegal. That's what it sounds like. Illegal.
Just because they do it doesn't make it right. It's fucking illegal. Like, they're not allowed to do that shit. Oh, yeah, them J6ers kept their 2A all day long.
Of course they did.
But they kept their shit. After they attacked the cat. See, you know what? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Shoot, they had cadres. They had so many pew-pews that they couldn't. They was using words like it was ridiculous. They was gonna float them over to DC.
Yep.
Exactly. Yes, they had a QRF team. And we already knew we called the shit. I said they gotta stash the weapons on the Virginia side and then go over. That's the last place you can have the weapons legally is on the Virginia side. If you want to try to go into DC quickly. Yes.
They sure did.
And not just that, they had Molotov cocktails. They had fucking my man had all them jars with fucking napalm solution in it. So they was doing, they can't, and listen, and Trump knew they was armed because he was telling them take down the magnetometers. So we've been knowing that it was a complete coup in process. That's what they wanted.
But that's some bullshit there. That's some straight up shit. If I've never heard any.
Yep.
And that should not be allowed.
But yeah, once again, anything that anybody's able to give, it goes. I mean, of course, it goes straight to TR, getting her set up in school, getting her enrolled, getting her a computer, getting her taken care of. Because, like I said, her dad. I mean, he's not even giving her his financial documents to help her get Pell Grant. She can't. She has to get independent. She has to get financially independent in order to.
Yeah.
But with me, ain't no worry. I don't make enough. She'll get a Pell Grant. She'll get the full Pell Grant through me.
He's not filing her on his taxes, is he?
He is. Yep.
Oh, he ain't shit. Ain't that a
You know, hey, you know what they be saying, man? Niggas ain't shit.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Oh, he is filing her on his taxes against her will.
So
this year,
are you adopting her?
Huh?
Are you adopting her?
Yes.
She should be able to get your benefits.
She will. Yo, no, she is.
Yeah. They're setting all that up now. Mm-hmm.
That I have, she's getting. And she'll get a full Pell Grant because I don't make enough money to I qualify for the 100%.
She'll get everything she needs. She'll get everything she needs. She will get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit there. He got a lot of fucking nerve.
Have you added her as your dependent?
Yes. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yep. She's going to be everything. She'll be enrolled in DEERS. She will, and man, it's quick. They can get this thing done fast. As soon as we're going to talk to her brother. We want him to, we want to meet her brother in a
That's facts.
In a situation other than
don't let him disarm you.
And let him know that, he knows who we are. He's good with it. But Leslie wants to make a point of being, the right bit. We ain't talking to her. Right. Fuck him. He ain't got no right to say shit.
No, man. Listen, listen. She grown now, so she 18. He can kick rocks. Yeah. So yeah.
Go ahead about his business, and when she get her stuff.
Imagine letting your daughter be fucking homeless, man. That's crazy as fuck, man.
I can't even imagine nothing like that.
That's crazy as fuck. And like I said, my daughter's my oldest, my first one. I'm the very first human being she saw. You fucking kidding me, bro? I ignite the world on fire before I let her be out here homeless in the streets.
Let me tell you something, dog. He doing all this shit now. I'm going to tell you something. Later on, he going to regret. He sure is. All of this shit. It's going to come back and bite him in his ass. And she going to walk away. She going to turn her back. And that's going to be it.
She don't really want nothing to do with him now. And I told her, I was like, because she's like, oh, he's going to come pick me up and take me to an appointment. I was like, you don't need to come and do shit. We got you. We're here.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck that guy. If you're not there being, providing this shit, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
But that's just people, man. It's the basics, right? It's basic human decency. How the hell could you let your flesh and blood suffer knowing how crazy this world is, knowing how dirty it is over here in America?
I mean, she's going to be, once, it takes time to get, it's going to take her time to wrap her head around everything because she's still reactive. She's still in that mode.
Yeah.
Of,
survival, man. Yeah, survival and shit, man. Right. You've been couch surfing and doing what you can to get by, man, for 3 years. Listen, she's strong as hell to even stay in there and stay focused.
Absolutely. Yep. She finished high school with great grades. Also. I mean, I'm sorry, Black. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Grief counseling.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna need that.
Is she mourning her mother? But she's mourning her father as well.
She does see a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
And now that will take care of all that. She has a good doctor who's really sympathetic to her situation and stuff too. And we just it's just ridiculous that a young girl is basically just. Left to her own survival.
Yeah, I don't know how he can do that.
And
hey, like my grandfather.
Shit, I would love to be on Roland Martin's show. Listen, I support Roland Martin fully in what he does. Matter of fact,
you don't take care of your kids, ain't shit good coming your way.
No.
My grandfather used to tell you, your grandmama had me taking care of kids I didn't even know, and I ain't care.
That's right.
Well, that's the community, right? When the community bands together. Because we're going to have to get back to that because, like I said, the government is slashing all of this shit. So it really falls back on the community to do for themselves now.
Absolutely. We have to take care of our own.
Yeah, we have to rally for each other, man.
Come 2027, when that damn big ass, raggedy ass bill goes through,
yes,
it's gonna get a lot worse.
Yes. Listen, what we just seen last night, you had a bedridden veteran, lost her benefits, right, for Medicaid and all this shit, and now she got to decide between food or fucking medication. When you got motherfuckers out here stealing billions of dollars of our taxpayer money and doing all type of dirty shit, people can't even, they got to make a choice between fucking medication and food.
Yeah.
And people out here are starting to see, I mean, they're starting to see, I mean, the reality of what the Republicans, this state.
Republicans ain't shit. They not shit, man. Every time them bitches are in charge, you watch the state drop. Education, infrastructure, all that shit, man.
They can't feed kids, but they got fucking billions of dollars to give to them fucking.
But they doing that shit on steroids now, though, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Reparations, but they got
doing now. It's on steroids.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is fucking graping our ass.
No doubt.
Hey, there was that. So if you remember a few months ago, because everything just gets so buried, it's constantly coming at us, right?
Yes, it's like a fire hose.
But he set up that organization for like a security or an international security agency, if you guys remember. And he took the money, had them pay money, like $300 million or some shit, right? Put it into his own fucking offshore account. They don't even talk about that right now.
Of course.
They ain't talking about it.
It's all a big ass money laundering scheme. All that crypto money he done made, billions off that shit and burned other people, made like 10 million off that shit. The plane he been given, all that shit illegal as fuck. Right? So
what's the name of that bank, Rig, that they just 300 accounts that they closed? There's a bank out there right now.
ain't it Capital One? I thought it was Capital One. Capital One. Yeah, what's in your wallet? Yeah, they fucking got him, man. Because listen, it was obvious fucking money laundering. Right? It ain't like the guy a smart criminal. You up here doing direct shit with him. We know the Russians been doing dirt with him for the longest. He'll buy a property, they give him cash for the property at a much higher rate because that's how they money launder. And all that shit. The average fucking American, your ass would be in prison for that shit. But they've been allowing him to do this for a long time. They're allowing these racist ass demons at the top to do this. This is why we got to eat the rich. They got to go, man. They throwing it in your face how corrupt they are.
Man, he tried to take that money back from E. Jean Carroll after they released it.
Yeah.
He was like, too fucking bad, buddy.
Yeah, of course he did. Because that's how honored he is. Remember, he would not shut the fuck up about, he lost all of that because he lost that case. He still wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. We know he did far worse than that.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes.
They need to give us our reparations if they got $1 trillion to be going boom boom in some country that's minding their business.
Yep, they got plenty of fucking money for that bullshit.
Yeah.
Plenty of money for fucking rich motherfuckers, boy, bailing them out, giving them all kinds of incentives and shit. But they ain't got nothing for shit that they've owed people for fucking centuries.
I was arguing with somebody today. They was upset about Abdul Saeed winning that primary.
Man, should he earn that shit?
Yeah, I'm talking about if they don't have, you see how hard it was for Obama to get health care. I said if they got money to be boom booming like they do and stealing, they got enough money to give everybody their free health care. I'm not trying to hear that. And that is not radical because when we was out getting spit on and everything as kids with our parents protesting the civil rights movement, that is the same thing they used to tell Dr. King and all of them.
Yep.
For us to have our civil rights and our voting rights, that was radical. But guess what? Them people kept our ancestors, and I ain't even an ancestor yet. They just kept doing it. until they got it. Like, I'm sick of that. Did I see Jake Lang up there with El Said busting up into one of his rallies or something? No. Did y'all see that? He was in Dearborn at this religious thing they was having, and they just came up behind him and beat the brakes off of him. Then he started running like a track star. He said, I ain't seen nobody run that fast in years.
He stayed running. All he do was start shit, get his ass kicked, and run away. Yeah, start shit, get his ass kicked, and run away. Rinse and repeat. Yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you, one of these times he gonna try this thing, and it ain't gonna work out that way. Yeah. They gonna really get I'm waiting. Ass. I'm waiting, man, for his ass to get got for good. So we deal with that shit.
It's coming, man. It's coming. He's gonna say the wrong thing.
You're in Detroit. What do you think? What they're gonna do with Said? You think they're gonna go for him this time? Because I know he lost Detroit.
Well, they will, because what happened was the Upper Peninsula, all them farmers and hillbillies up there. That's where he got his strongest vote. And then they think they did that? In the UP.
Yeah.
Why do you think they did that, though? Why do you think they did that?
Because they already pissed broke. They worse off now.
Yep.
And then I had an argument with the black establishment Democrats down here. Like one of them, he runs the Michigan Black Caucus, and he is so misogynistic and out for himself. Me and him was on the city reparations task force together. I cussed him out. I'm like, screw y'all. Y'all out here trying to get your own money. That man has always been boots on the ground. He ran our city health department. I lived in the hood, okay? He would be coming to our community center all the time, talking to people, talking to seniors about their health care, helping us distribute food. This was way before he ran for office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, I show you the videos where he's talking to black people. Yeah, he been doing it, man. He been doing it. He's the fucking truth. Yeah.
Democrats, the traditional fucking Democrat, hates democratic socialists because they're getting shit done.
Oh, like, yeah. They bad. And you know what? They need to stop using it. They need to stop using that word democratic socialist. That is how Democrats operate. That's some bullshit.
But they gotta separate themselves. Yeah. Because people, the fucking average Democrat now is a piece of shit. They're moderates. What the fuck's a moderate? They're fucking Republican.
Yeah, that's MAGA light. Hey, moderates are MAGA light. Listen, you hear how Cory Booker sound? Right? Cory Booker is so lost in the sauce, man. He can't even, he's trying to say, well, Democrats are complicit. Bitch, you talking about yourself. You literally got the mirror up to your own face.
Yeah. Dr. King made a speech in 1963 about the moderate Democrat.
Oh, yeah. The biggest threat to...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
To the black community.
Look at Fetterman ass.
Fetterman straight MAGA. Yeah, he's straight MAGA. And that's why they need some type of recall. That's why senators need some kind of recall. When they do egregious shit like that, the voters should be able to recall their ass and have a special election.
You don't goddamn play the people to get your damn seat. You a damn liar. Get your ass on up out of here. We don't need, they people didn't elect you for that. You coming up in here with your own shit, and plus your ass got paid off by APAC.
Yep.
So, he needs to go ahead on.
Well, E4, what was worrying me was because it was an open primary, and I was thinking maybe the people on the GOP were trying to vote for him so that they could beat him in the general. That's what was worrying me.
I'm probably just gonna move it back though, because it's still the light is off here.
We'll see, but like I told our black residents in Detroit, y'all better not be bullshitting, because we are the biggest amount of voters in this state.
Right.
And they're gonna have to get out there and vote. And I'm gonna be having civics lessons. I'm up here talking to the guys at the liquor stores. at the spot, at the trap house, at the gas station. I'll feed you. Just go vote this way. I just made them a list of who to go vote for, and they was all happy they did something.
Yeah, you know,
that works. I really do. I mean, we got to do something, man. Y'all, yeah. I just hope it works out. We cannot lose that Senate seat at all.
Me too.
Yeah.
If we're gonna, go ahead.
They so like our residents, the last two generations, they so far back. They're so far away from the racial violence we dealt with as kids and teenagers, and being called an N-word and all of that stuff. And then somewhere along the line, they weren't taught their history. Yeah. So they want to play games with it. You cannot play games with them. When you show me you racist, you are dangerous.
Straight up.
Period.
Yeah. Look, MAGA, in that one race where that candidate, like the Trump endorsed candidate, he was a black man.
Yeah. Hey, Amir fucking Hassan. Right. Imagine having your name Amir Hassan, and he got beat by fucking John Smith. Right, a guy who dropped out, the white guy who dropped out the race 3 weeks ago. Exactly, because like I said, hey, tokens get spent. And he was over there crying on Facebook. I roasted the fuck out of me over there crying and shit. Like, bro, what you think that you thought you was go cool? This is how weak black people are for Trump. That's what's so funny about this shit. Like, dude, you got beat by a dude who wasn't even running. People's like, he won, bro. It doesn't matter if he campaigned or not. It doesn't matter. He quit, he still won. He quit and still beat him. That lets you know how bad it was.
And they let Crusty Lips John James win in the primary for Republican to run for governor of Michigan. Ain't nobody voting for your crusty lip ass, okay?
It might be a damn turning point, y'all, because that Oakland boy lost in Tennessee. That motherfucker lost his primary.
Well, we'll see. Listen, I believe it when I see it because all hell go break loose on these primaries or fucking down here for the midterms. They openly corrupt and they're not trying to give up that power.
My Republican representative here, old Chuck Edwards, just fucking resigned.
Did he?
Just resigned.
Well, listen.
He got investigated.
Yeah, well, you know, listen. Some people doing so much open corruption, man. I won't be surprised, like rats on the ship.
Hey, and then in our district, there's like no fucking Republican. I mean, we're a red district, and there's no Republicans to fucking vote for. It's gonna be great. They're not gonna turn out.
Good.
We're gonna it could be a blue wave.
Good.
It needs to be. He needs to lose the House and the fucking Senate.
Yep.
I hope Ohio get their shit together. I'm praying they get their shit together.
Well, you know, he's going to lose the House. Well, let's see what the fuck the Democrats do. Right?
Exactly. But that's why you got to get more progressive people in there.
We need progressive.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody that's going to be willing to get down and get dirty. See, that's the problem with these moderates. That's why we in the situation that we in. Because see, if it couldn't be me up in there, no Congress. That place would have been tore up. My ass would have been in jail. Take me on to jail, because I'm going to tear it up. Ain't no decorum, ain't none of that.
Well, look how they lost their mind when Biden was in charge with all kind of legal shit and screaming out and doing shit. So it's just what it is, man.
Talking about you a liar and all of that. I'd have tore that house up. It'd have been tore up. I know that's right. I like this guy that had these reels on Facebook called Ski. And he was, he like a comedian, and he was trying to pretend he was interviewing Orange Leany, and Orange Leany told him he was stupid. Started cussing him out. I said, this what people should have been doing.
Yep.
At them press conferences. I know it was like satire, but y'all heard my interview. Y'all was dying when I was interviewing, as I told you. Shit.
I got you, Queen. Come on up.
It couldn't be me.
What up, Queen?
I couldn't be a presser, and I couldn't be up in there in Congress because it'll be tore up. All them raggedy ass Republicans. Look at Byron Donaldson. What's that shit they got going on?
They all go. Remember, they all got pushed out, right? They all got, because that's how it is when you're a buck dancer. Tokens get spent.
Byron got some shit. They got some shit on his ass. Talking about trafficking and shit.
No doubt, they all been dirty. That's how them coons were operate. Listen, this fool tried to tell you that black people did better under Jim Crow. That's what Joy-Ann Reid crushed his ass and rubbed the filth on her show before they got rid of her.
Yeah, so honey, it's some shit that's going down all around. But they like the criminal element.
They do, because they're criminals themselves.
Look at Texas is a shit show.
It really is.
Texas is a big ass shit show.
Openly corrupt.
Openly corrupt down there. Look at Ken Paxton. They openly corrupt here too.
Yeah.
Look at John Houston.
Yeah, listen, Paxton gotta be one of the most corrupt AGs, definitely of our time, maybe in history. And they got his ass running for Senate. Like, it's literally fuck up and move up.
Yeah. Yeah, red, white, not black though.
Exactly. But that's that white privilege, man. Again, back in there because they forgive all crimes. He was so full of shit. Remember, he wanted the taxpayers to pay for his crimes. So somebody TV up pretty loud too, guys. You might want to kill that background noise. But yeah, it's a hot ass mess. Listen, but I'm gonna jump in some more videos, guys, because we're showing you guys what's happening right here, how they hunting black people in these southern states, and we know this has been going on for quite some time. I'm gonna drop another video.
What a lot of y'all try to do that support the police and even the police, what you try to do is you try to separate the cop, the individual cop and their character from the organization. Nah, you can't do that, because once they put that badge on and that uniform, they are part of the organization, and the organization is corrupt from the top. They have members around the country who violate the civil rights of people every day. They have members across the country who commit crimes, heinous crimes, drug dealing, extortion, protection, up to unaliving. These are members of that organization. That organization has a blue wall of silence. That organization uses its influence to protect themselves from oversight. In that organization, it is known that you do not tell on members of the organization. So you don't get to separate the cop from the organization that they belong to. If you went around the country and you asked gang members, how many gang members do you have in your gang? They may tell you 150, but only 50 are active. That means it's 100 gang members that are not even active. They may be doing things for the community, giving money to the kids, paying people's rent. But if they are called to get active by the gang, they are obligated to get active for the gang, just like you know who. If they are called to get active, if they are called and they are told, hey, we need you to rewrite that report, take a little bit off of that, they will do that. If they are told to, hey, they didn't see nothing, or face discipline, just like the gang. That's what the organization calls for. That's what they will do. There are no good cops. Based on y'all logic, it's only a few bad apples. Then why are the good apples not getting rid of the bad apples? Why aren't the good apples getting rid of the bad apples? Because the organization itself is corrupt.
Straight up, man.
And the good apples, it's not enough of them. It's not enough good apples to get rid of the bad apples. That's just facts. So you can report this video, because I got smoke for y'all all day. It's no good cops.
And look, there was a guy I used to follow, a black content creator, that had this shit said no good cops. He had amazing fucking videos. I can't find him nowhere. He must have got banned because the system itself is corrupt. This is how you have so much dirt going on. They've been out here actively. How do you think people still get lynched? Right? I mean, it's a murder, but everyone's quiet about it. Right, news stations telling us the tragedy. They have half-ass interviews with black people and give them like maybe a fucking 3-second clip saying some shit, but nobody gonna say the obvious. A black woman was lynched in Jackson, Mississippi. Period. And she's not the only one. There's around 90 people who've been lynched since damn 2020, and they're still doing it. They are still doing it because this is what happens when you put demons in charge of the country. This is why a lot of those people voted for him.
They're not even reporting half the time.
No, they're not. And like I said, even when they got it's obvious, her shit is obvious because she's up in the fucking. Listen, the fire department had to use their ladder to get her down out the tree.
It was suicide, and it was suicide.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's the same old bullshit. It's like you fit the description. So we know they corrupt. The system is corrupt. The fucking police, the slave catchers are corrupt. The fucking coroner is corrupt because they won't give you the correct cause of death. And they all run with this bullshit narrative because they don't want fucking uprisings like what happened in 2020. Remember how we got to 2020 anyway? We got to the whole BLM uprising because a crooked ass slave catcher had his knee on the neck of George Floyd for 9 minutes and 29 seconds while he begged fucking mercy, while he called out for his mother. Right, he stayed right there and smoked him right there with his hands in his pocket, like I can do what I want to you. That's how they roll. That is not an aberration. You can't fucking go a month without seeing these motherfuckers doing more dirt because that's what's been happening. But I'm gonna play y'all another clip too. Hold on, I got you, Jack. Yeah, good shit.
Black police officers, I think they're going to change the system within, right? They're going to go and join and they're going to be the change. End up just like that black police officer who was complicit in that black man being beaten in Jacksonville. And just like every other black man, black woman being beaten or brutalized by police, they did not do anything because they cannot do anything. What we don't talk about as a collective is how much we underestimate the systems that were used and put in place to oppress us. We always say, oh, the very first police officers were slave catchers, and that is true, and it is important when we're talking about this. But what we don't talk about is what it actually does to us as a community, because we're not slaves no more, right? It literally is being used to kill the black community. How many black bloodlines and lineages do you think was cut off because a black man or woman was locked up for some bull? Sorry. And that's just one way that the police and the entire penal system is used against the black community to ensure that we cannot procreate and produce unless it's for them. Because what they do to the black people who are imprisoned is use them for labor, right? While simultaneously allowing anything to happen to them in there. These white police officers, these white COs, these are all part of the system. They allow anything to happen to our black brothers and sisters who are arrested and locked up right now. And you think your little bitty self is going to go into this system and change something? It's bigger than you. There's no amount of black police officers that could change what we have today that we know to be the police force. It is a gang. It is a militia. And its goal is to kill black people. Now, of course, they affect other communities, but its goal since the beginning has been to kill black people. And what's not talked about enough is a lot of black police officers came from a mindset where they felt rejected from their community or rejected from whatever. They just felt rejected. So they felt the need to go be a police officer because you wanted to have some brotherhood, some sisterhood. But now you're in a position where you're watching your fellow black brothers and sisters be beaten and lynched, and you can't do nothing about it. You cannot change these systems. You have to burn them down. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a situation like these black police officers who just so happen to be there. And when the statements come out, it couldn't be about race because there was a black police officer there. Is that what you want to be? Is that the change that you want to see? Don't trust these black police officers. Don't find peace when you see them. Don't find solace when you see them. They are not like us. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar was not just about fucking white people and black people or Mexicans. But no, there's so many different sub-communities, so many different sub parts of the community that are not like us. And I mean us.
Straight facts. And you can see how the system is still moving. To this day, they're still openly coming after black people.
Hey, biggest gang in LA.
Yes. Oh, no doubt, man. Listen, I got mad beef with LAPD. For years, like I said, LAPD pulled more guns on me than enemy soldiers. Flat out. It's been like that. But why? Like Chief Daryl Gates was racist in the motherfucker. Openly racist. Look at Mark Furman, racist as hell. That's what he was one of the contributing factors why OJ beat that shit, because he was so, listen, he tried to tell people he never used the N-word. I mean, get the fuck out of here, bro. Demon, please. Like they don't have, we know. They was talking shit about Rodney King and they kicked his ass, talking about gorillas in the mist.
Yeah.
So we've been knowing every uprising you have is slave catchers into that shit. The LA riots, the Detroit uprising, Watts fucking uprising, all because of fucking slave catchers.
Red, you remember Christopher Dorner? That was
Yes.
on my birthday.
Yes.
That was on my birthday.
Yes, he put in mad work. But this guy always had a smile. If you go back and look at Dorner's pictures, man, always smiling, always. But he found out the hard way. Listen, you go toe the line, or your ass getting done. You aren't here to uphold white supremacy. That's why I know they banned the other guy, because he always exposed me, said, you got one job as a black cop, uphold white supremacy.
Look at the difference between policing in Canada and policing here.
Yes.
They were not based on slave catching.
Yeah.
They are a diverse community. Canada is incredibly diverse. It's diverse because of the British. The British took all the black soldiers that fought with them in the War of Independence and moved them to British colonies to protect them from slavery, to give them their freedom, which they promised them. Canada was founded not just by the French and the British, but black Americans who were moved there after they fought against their slave owners here in America.
Yeah.
They knew they were going to get put right back into slavery if they lost. And they fought for the American side and lost, which is what they won, and they still got put right back into slavery.
Yes, because it was always about, even the forefathers, when they talk about freedom in one hand, they had motherfucking slaves. So
they didn't think that black people were human.
Exactly.
They literally thought they were subhuman.
They still don't.
Exactly.
They still don't.
Yes. And that's why we have to crush these fucking demons.
Down south with all that you know what, strange fruiting and all of that shit. That ain't nothing but the slave catchers doing that shit.
Exactly.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. Somebody is gonna get their ass right where they need to be got, and they gonna be on camera. They gonna be on camera doing the bullshit that and it's gonna come out. All of this shit, that shit with Nolan Wells, that shit with that young lady who they just found. They're gonna find out who is actually doing this
Tasha
shit.
Fortune. That's the one they just got. Tasha Fortune.
Yeah.
Wasn't her arms broken?
No, that was the other one. That was the other one. The
Yeah.
shoulder was broken.
Yeah, Tasha just happened this week.
I know there was one in Albany, New York, last May.
Right here. Get this shit to come up.
Yeah, but they
Right here. This is the one they just got this week. Now you tell me, man. You telling me, like I said, this woman, this young, beautiful black woman was murdered. Period.
No, yes.
No doubt in my mind. Listen, this is a straight lynching, and it's supposed to be illegal in federal law. But do they give a fuck? No. They keep letting the South do this. This is what the South wants. It's a campaign of terror that they're launching against black people in the South.
Somebody asked about flock cameras. Flock cameras are monitored by the pigs. They ain't gonna do shit.
No, and they need to start tearing the motherfuckers up, man. Richmond alone got 90 fucking flock cameras right there in Richmond, here in Virginia. So it's the demons. It's all that Palantir shit to read your license plates. Listen, half these fucking cops going back and stalking their ex-girlfriends on that shit. All type of dirt. They share information with ICE, even though they're not supposed to be doing it. So it's corrupt as fuck. That whole camera system needs to be towed the hell up. It'd be open war on that shit.
And these data centers too.
Yes, all that shit. Fuck them data centers too, because that's why our shit. That's why I'm facing $700 fucking dollar fucking electric bills because of them fucking data centers.
We getting up there too.
Your water bill gonna go fucking crazy.
It's fucking nuts, man. They building one right over there by the fucking dump. I knew some shit was going on even when I saw that bitch about a year and a half ago. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing here? Man, they had that shit all. You couldn't go in there talking about it's federal property. They had cameras up. I'm like, why the fuck they got cameras up by a dump, yo? I was like, what the fuck are they building here?
It's gonna be a data center.
And we already got so many out there in fucking resin, my little areas. You know, we got it's a fucking data central. You know, central here. Yeah, they got that. They got that deflock shit too. They got the app. Yeah, deflock is the app they use. Yeah.
could deflock that shit.
Yep.
I got the newer one. I thought I had the regular flock, but now I've got the brand new. It's huge and white.
Hey, flock. This thing to remember about flock cameras and AI, they're advancing every fucking week. They are picking up people by the way they walk. Okay, they're tagging you by the way you walk. If you cover up your plate or you do something with your plate, that's not going to work because they're going to take your car description and attach it to you because they already have.
And they've been making mistakes with that shit too. They've already arrested people, wrongful arrest and shit based on that shit because they're too reliant on AI.
Yep. Yeah, they arrested some woman for a fucking hit and run and she wasn't even fucking driving. She wasn't even there. And it was a wrong, and because the way the film was, it wasn't in color. It was like at night and it wasn't color and she had a room car and this person was driving a black car, same car, but it was, a different color. The problem is that
bullshit.
The only way we beat them is we take them down.
Yeah, they gotta go. All that shit's gotta go. We gotta push people out who are not. There's no reason to have that shit. There's no reason to have all this shit after September 11th. It's been abused. All this big brother overreach by the government. I don't need no motherfucker knowing where I'm at and tracking me everywhere I go. Fuck that noise. They want a fucking nanny police state. And all they go do is continue to abuse that shit. These demons got way too much power as it is.
Turn off your tracking because they have access to that.
Yeah.
Turn it off because they do.
Turn it off.
When I worked at the postal service, our building was controlled, by video and audio by postal inspectors, right? And I knew what I was in for when I worked there, but I am living in retirement and they have updated that flock camera to some goddamn Condor or something because it's huge. And I am going to put it in writing. I'm not going to just make a phone call. I'm going to put it in writing to my supervisor, county supervisor, because I actually was his mentor when he was a teacher. And
anybody got them cameras on their cars.
He's in bed with the flock cameras and the data warehouses and all that.
Look,
anybody got cameras on their cars.
I live in an area that is absolutely very red, or very blue. Them motherfuckers voted in flock cameras.
I know.
There is no reason to have that shit. Yeah, fuck a flock camera, man.
I have a QE camera that I installed in my car, my cars.
That's a good idea.
But that's because,
Yeah, you're Uber driver. You gotta have that.
Yeah, driving,
Yeah, you're driving.
No, I don't have that. I have actual It's somehow when they made this car that it got motherfucking cameras and shit.
Yeah, they do. The newer ones have it. The newer ones also monitor all that shit too, because that's why a lot of people are having an issue because they want to monitor your speed and shit and report your speed and all of that. And so I'm like, yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, it's like fuck all that.
Yes, they can track you.
Yeah.
And on the mirrors, and it's something is wrong with them. I'm gonna tell you, the how so advanced they is. Listen, now when I had my old Lincoln, I was able to go through, this Clean. It's a car wash called Clean, and you have your little membership, and they put the little thing in your windshield. So listen, when I got my new Lincoln, and I went to go through the drive-through, they said that I had to come in and purchase or they gave me a card because their system could not monitor through my front windshield. And I'm like, well, why the fuck can't it monitor it now? It's something that they put in the glass on the new cars. They doing all kind of shit.
Well, no doubt. Remember, they want unregulated AI, right? That's what Trump has been pushing for a long time. And these motherfuckers want the Skynet death wish. It's just stupid. But this is what happens when you put morons in charge, guys. They cut all type of safety regulation and steal money and give it to the rich. That's all they've been doing this entire time. It's one big ass money laundering scheme. Look how they burned that lady that was working for Blue Angels for fucking 43 years. You a seamstress, man, doing all that shit for 43 years and they cut her throat with a chainsaw and then say, hey, not only we're not going to fuck with you, we're going to pay an outside company, not even in the state, $1.6 million to do the job. And she didn't get nowhere near that. After 43 fucking years, you know how much of a millionaire she should have been? But this is how they play you. This is how they play you. They give you fucking peanuts and then pull that shit back. You cannot trust this. That goes against everything that the government's supposed to do. Why would you? It doesn't even make sense financially. That's why I say you got to look for the corruption. Look at the motherfucking corruption. I'm not fucking with new cars either because I'm not trying to. Once I seen, because if you get on that on the algorithm, they're showing you all the shit that's happening with these new cars now. How they're fucking monitoring you, doing all this other dumb shit. I'm like, I ain't fucking with none of that. I'm like, first of all, I'm a lead foot motherfucker. I'm gonna stay a lead foot motherfucker. And so you're not gonna be playing me. You're not gonna be playing me. Fuck them. I'll keep my shit like it is, man. I'll be and I keep that shit running. I'm a shit.
Too late for me because I already got my car. But I was shocked at how much technology it is in my vehicle. I mean, it is wild, the technology that's in that car.
Yes, it's too much Big Brother shit going on right now. And listen, this is why you have to end the current policing system, because it's nothing but shaking down fucking citizens for their hard-earned cash. No police officer should be able to write you a ticket for shit. Right? All that shit should be out the window. But they want to tax your ass to breathe. That's all this shit is. Even here in Virginia, we seen them crooked ass cops down there that was only targeting fucking black people. He had targeted like 95% black people, pulling them over. And a white lady exposed his ass for doing it because she was following us. She had got the information on for like 6 months what he'd been doing. And so we've been knowing that these slave catchers cannot be trusted. Matter of fact, let me show you a video, hell, what they did to another damn, because you're not safe as a black cop either.
Now, damn it, I've seen it all. The police, a black man driving a police car in full uniform, gets pulled over by his own police. Here's the video. Okay, the police just pulled over a police car. Inside of the police car is a police officer. Not just a police officer, but a detective, meaning he's been a cop for a while. He's in full uniform. Here's what happens next.
Well, first of all, I don't know why you're jumping out like that on us. You can wait for us to get out of here. Damn, dude, man. Listen, your plates don't come back to the thing. You should do a traffic stop on you. Where you at, bro?
Hey, even after they see him in uniform, they're like, well, our place didn't come back with nothing. Where you headed, bro? Right? They call this dude, bro. He's like, bro, I'm a detective. Right? They still talking shit to him. I'm in a police uniform. I don't know who you are. You said Detective Robinson? Yeah. Cool, man. All right, have a good night. Maryland might be in patrol, dude. Dumbass.
That black male detective is now suing. Those cops called him a dumbass and other derogatory words because he told them he was the police too. And they said, why are you jumping out the car like that? Where you headed today, sir? Where am I headed? I'm the police. I'm one of you. We're together here. Or are you?
Fuck no.
In a civil lawsuit, the black Kansas City police sergeant is alleging that two officers racially profiled him during a traffic stop in 2021 in which they conspired about what happened and falsely accused him of misconduct, according to the Kansas City Star. Now, I have to remind you, the black male is driving, once again, a police car.
He's been
He's in full uniform. He has his badge. He identifies himself as a detective. Not only is he a detective, he's a sergeant, which means he outranks them. Do you think they gave a damn about his rank? Do you think they cared that he was driving a police car? Do you think they cared he was in full uniform? No. Because he's black.
Still nigga.
There's more.
Shit. Still nigga.
Herb Robinson, a 30-year veteran with the Kansas City Police Department, was actually wearing his full police uniform, driving a police vehicle when he was pulled over. The two officers, Cole Modier and Marco Olivas, also are accused of giving inaccurate statements about what occurred during the traffic stop, according to the Kansas City Star. His petition, meaning Detective Robinson's, alleges the traffic stop was unlawful. The lawsuit, which seeks a jury trial and monetary damages, names both of the officers and members of the Kansas City Board of Police Commissioners, which oversees the force. An attorney said, if they treat one of their own this way, I'm afraid to see how they are treating minorities who are not cops.
Exactly.
Gerald Gray, an attorney representing Robinson, said Thursday, certainly unacceptable, he said. Here's the thing. You see, the detective is actually not one of their own. So you have to understand this, okay? And until black cops figure that out, they will always be shocked by this kind of conduct against them. I'm the police. I have a badge. We're brothers.
No.
There's more. Both of the officers lack justification, reasonable suspicion, or probable cause to detain or arrest Robinson, the lawsuit said. The officers closely followed Robinson for just over a mile as he drove from Kansas City into Raytown. Now, thankfully, we have an actual attorney on the show today. Now, is that statement correct from the counsel of the detective saying they had no justification, no probable cause to arrest or detain the detective in this case? Is that accurate?
Well, it would seem, based on the facts that we have available, that would seem wholly accurate, that there was no reason for them to be policing this detective. And it's just so readily apparent, as you seem to observe, that this thin blue line, it really breaks quick when there's a high melanin count involved. And the thought that these individuals think that, hey, it does not matter whether that individual there is a member of the force or is law enforcement themselves. The fact is they are black, so we need to make sure that he knows his place, which is beneath me, and thus I will harass him and unnecessarily detain him or busy myself with this whole illusion of the fact that this thought that I have some kind of probable cause or even reasonable suspicion to think that they're...
Yo, right there, my man said, they felt that they white outranked him, right? They white skin meant more than his detective rank, straight up.
Criminal activity. What the officers saw here was blackness. And that's what they were.
What was your question?
How many of the imposter cops are highly melanated? Probably zero, right?
Yeah, you already know.
All the imposters are probably, racist.
No doubt. Listen, guys, remember, this whole slave catching shit here in America, that's what create the modern day police force. Slave catchers. And you see this shit. Look out, Kansas City, look how they treat him in the South. They do not see him being a police officer. All they see is that black skin. That's it. Look how they called him, hey, bro, where you going? No, and goddamn well, like, bro, you outrank you. You fucking called him bro? The disrespect, Joe.
Here's the real bad thing, though, right? Think about this. He's been on the force for 30 years. In Kansas City, how many fucking abuses has he seen?
No doubt. No doubt.
And not said shit. And not said fucking thing.
Well, you know how that shit go, man. Because you have to toe the line. Black police officers have to uphold the system of white supremacy. This is why I would never be a motherfucking cop. This is why I told my sons, don't become no motherfucking cop. Because that system is there to harass us. How do you think they burned down all these black fucking cities? And you ain't got to go back in the fucking ancient history. Fucking 1986, they dropped a fucking satchel charge in fucking Philadelphia and blew that shit up and shot 10,000 rounds. The police shot 10,000 rounds with military grade weaponry into that place and let that bitch burn for hours. So if you don't think it can happen, matter of fact, hold on. Speaking of North Carolina, let me pull up a clip where these cops was talking about taking out black people, right? Talking about having a race war and shit. This is what happens when Trump was in office the first time. So you know it's going to be amplified now.
How do you expect? As we've watched these street protests night after night and the continued uprising against systemic racism and police brutality, it's hard not to keep thinking about something that I've seen on a bunch of protest signs in many different cities. Imagine all the many terrible things that have happened that just weren't caught on camera. Particularly when we see disturbing stories like what just happened in Wilmington, North Carolina, which we only know about basically through sheer fluke, because a sergeant conducting an audit stumbled onto a video that had been accidentally recorded by a Wilmington police officer, and the police department, to its credit, told the public what they found. In the video, 3 longtime veteran Wilmington officers who've been on the job since the late 1990s, think about that, decades on the force, are heard saying some truly vile and racist things, with one of them flat out calling for a race war. This is a police officer who's been in there for decades. Quote, "We're just going to go out and start slaughtering them effing N-words. I can't wait. God, I can't wait." The officer adding that a civil war is needed to, quote, and I quote him here, "wipe them off the effing map. That'll put them back about 4 or 5 generations."
Yeah, and the motherfucker had bought an AR-15, was bragging about that shit. Because them good old boys was threatening my ass back in 2020, talking that shit. And that's why I told him, man, hey, you can bring your ass out of Virginia you want to and see how fast that shit don't get recognized, that badge and gun you hold. Because they are corrupt as fuck.
All 3 officers have now been fired for
Now, who would have bet any fucking money that the motherfuckers that got fired, they ass working for ICE today? Where do you think those motherfucking cops are at today? Them motherfuckers are right back on the police force or working for ICE. Because that's exactly the type of motherfuckers they want on that force.
It doesn't fucking matter. They go get jobs somewhere else.
Yeah.
In a fucking minute.
That's it. They might get fired there. They go pull their ass right back somewhere else. Because that's what they want. It's not racism, not a deal breaker. But hey, I'll let y'all hear some more because he dropped some very good history about North Carolina.
The city's new police chief, Donnie Williams, making the announcement yesterday.
When I first learned of these conversations, I was shocked, saddened, and disgusted. There is no place for this behavior in our agency or our city, and it will not be tolerated.
That was his first day on the job, one of his first actions as a head of police in that town. Now, there are so many ways this is disturbing, they're basically uncountable, but most striking to me is the resonance and meaning of these violent racist words in this particular place, Wilmington, North Carolina. It's a city that is in many ways a perfect representation of the trajectory of racial injustice in America. Because back in the late 1800s, after the Civil War and in Reconstruction, Wilmington was a thriving, fairly well-integrated town racially. That was thanks to the post-Civil War project of Reconstruction, which used the federal government to actively seek to integrate freemen and women as full citizens, to give them rights and more.
Right, the only coup.
And then came what was arguably the only pure coup d'etat in U.S. history, when a white supremacist mob violently wrenched power, overthrowing the city government, killing at least 60 African Americans, slaughtering them, wrenching power back with terrorist, white supremacist, fascist violence to regain white supremacy.
Now, you think any of them motherfuckers was even charged with a crime? Right, and so I need you to understand when I tell you that in this country, they hunt black people, right? They allow a mob to go in here and just wipe motherfuckers out. So understand what this is to be inside the United States of America. That shit is still, that's why they love that shit in the South. A fucking coup d'etat because they don't want Negroes running their own government. Look how much fucking push we got at the federal level right now. They destroyed the fucking Civil Rights Voting Act. Destroyed the Civil Rights Act. Dismantling black districts in the South as we speak. and lynching people in broad fucking daylight and acting like shit didn't happen. That's why I'm telling you, you have got to be prepared to wage warfare to protect yourself and protect your family. This is systemic, and it's not going nowhere. One thing that happened when Trump in power, they take the fucking mask off. It happened the first time, it's even more so now. That's why you got to be ready. If you want justice, you got to get that shit out the street, out their ass. Because you damn sure not getting nothing in no courtroom. While they still trying to figure out why, Tasha was lynched. The news came and called a lynching a lynching. That's how crazy that shit is. That what more do you want? This woman was hung from a fucking tree, and they sitting here telling you in real time, we don't know if foul play was suspected. The fuck you mean you don't know if foul play was suspected? And you literally find somebody fucking hanging from a tree? That is domestic terrorism. That is domestic terrorism against black people. And it always has been. Lynching has been a number one weapon of terror used in this country, and it's still being used.
Because of that, black people do not hang themselves.
No, absolutely not. And I never believe it. I'll never believe nobody. Ain't nobody hanging themselves, man. That is demons. Demons do that shit.
You know, and you're talking about Wilmington. Wilmington's a blue fucking city. That's what you want some really fucked up shit. It's blue. But fuck them motherfuckers, you know? That don't matter. It don't fucking matter.
Listen, exactly. And that's why I tell people the 2A was invented for this. Of course it was. This is why I can't be back in California, guys. I'm not giving up my artillery. I'm not. I'm heavily armed. I'm more heavily armed now than I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm going to say that way. Because that's the only way I can ensure that if shit come, that my family not going to be found on the wrong end of a rope. Period. It's not happening. Mogadishu may happen. You may hear the fucking shooting from here, but I'll tell you what, ain't nobody going on no rope. Ain't a rope in America going around my neck. It's not happening. And that's what everyone needs to be ready. Everyone needs to be training and prepared. Because this is what's happened. This is precisely why they voted for fucking Trump. So they could be back on that racial shit.
I'm getting something that I can handle with my arthritis, and I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yes, everybody get there. It says there's plenty of weapons out there. There are more weapons than people. So you need to have your fair share.
I'm getting a brand new one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. Shit, I got mine. I built mine. Shit, I built my shit.
A double deuce has unalived more people than any other caliber.
This is true. And listen, people be sleeping with that 22, man. They be sleeping on that shit. Yep. A 22 will tear your ass up. They got them bad boys fully auto too right now. But the thing is, ain't got no recoil on it.
They got high velocity quick around.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy right now. So this is what, but we told you if he got back in power, guys, this is where it's gonna be. And see, plus they had the assault ban getting ready to happen, so you know I went crazy. I dropped bans on that shit, and you got to. Yeah, hey, that's how you go. FRT, baby. FRT. Hey, he said, there you go. 22 FRT, 60 round mag. You holding the block down. Quietly, too. Shit.
Yeah.
Nobody even know. Nobody even be the wiser. That's the deadly thing about 22, man. You can silence that shit, you won't hear nothing. Matter of fact, I've seen 22 setups, man, where you just hear the hammer falling is the loudest thing. The hammer falling is louder than the damn weapon itself.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm just like that. Them things is like I said, man. Exactly. You do not those things because you won't even hear it coming. You just get got and you won't know where it's coming from. So yeah. They pulled me down, man. They did. So listen, this is why I'm on multiple platforms, guys. I'm on multiple platforms. So if I get hit up, guys, listen, this is why I stream to multiple platforms. This is why I drop videos on multiple platforms because, yes, they got 22 FRT. Matter of fact, they got one at XCal. So I'll be going out there, guys, and people want to be in my signal groups. You know, let me know, man. Y'all hit me up, man. And if y'all pay that shit, I will definitely go out there and rent everything they got out there. But they had a 22, man. The shit sparkles at the end of it. Matter of fact, it's a Glock 22.
It's like a damn swarm of bees coming at you.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, hey, 100 yards hitting shit. So please don't sleep on the caliber. Do not sleep on the caliber. Ain't nobody out here. Listen, one thing I'm not gonna have is some big ass 50 cal hand cannon. I'm not. First of all, it's a waste of money and tearing your wrists up. But the key is to find something that's for you. I'm a fully believer in having self-defense, and you got to lean into it. I know some people on the left get queasy, but if you queasy about weapons, you need to go your ass harder to the left end till you get them back. Because if you black in this country, slave catchers are not protecting you. They're not. Is it Twitch on delay? Did Twitch put me on delay? I don't doubt it, man. Listen, guys, it happens. That's why I'm in Restream Studios, because I'm not seeing what's happening out there on the other platforms. So they may or may not. Remember, they banned. I'm gonna tell you, I quit fucking with Twitch regularly because they banned me during those black cops who's whooping the hell out of that other black cop when they beat him to death. I was just showing the normal news footage of that, and they banned me for a month. And I was like, how the fuck? You can't appeal, you couldn't do none of that shit. So that's why I came back over to TikTok. And from that point on, I just stay on multiple platforms. So guys, you'll always know where I'm at because I'm dropping stuff. Be sure to follow me on all of my be sure to follow me on my backup accounts, guys. So I just
What's your name again on the tube?
Right now I'm under Armed Black Liberation. Yeah, Armed Black Liberation. Because my other accounts are hot right now. My main account is hot. I'm not going back there till like October 5th. I'll go back October 5th or 6th. I'll go back there because so one thing about my accounts, once you see me like roast some motherfuckers and they go viral, it's always a two-edged sword. The more viral it goes, the more I get mass reported.
Hey, we've been on the socials since what, 22?
Yeah, I've been that bitch. I've been this since 2020. Yeah, 6 years, man. Then so.
Hey, you've got to be on about 60, 70 accounts easily.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I've been banned 31 times. So I got 9 different TikTok accounts. I got 3 different YouTube accounts, 5 different fucking IG accounts. Right? So just let y'all know, man, it's like a full-time hustle over here. So
your name on the tube, you have such a baby face.
Is that a gift or something? What is that? That this whole thing up here. Oh.
It's a musical gift.
Okay, cool.
It's under interactive gift.
Okay.
But no, I was saying you have such a baby face on those ones under your name on YouTube.
Yeah. So you missed the Twitch days. Shit. Listen, I don't miss the Twitch days because my ass got swatted twice on Twitch.
Yeah. Next week, I want to make a special announcement. After you finish, before you close out, like let's say like Wednesday, I have created a concept and had my son design something.
Oh, some good shit.
Going to commemorate the 2024 election for Black women. And I plan on unveiling it throughout the TikTok streets. But
well, if it's your son, you talk about some shit like this.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Union Gang is gonna be the first live that I actually unveil it to.
Okay, well that's cool. You let me know. You know you always got a seat here. If you got something you want to roll out, man, hey, let me know, and we'll set aside some time for you. You know, you ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta wait till go to the end. You come in the front, just like my man here. You know, hey, you know you guys are always welcome. Hey, you guys are always welcome, man. So, hey, you know we all we got, guys. Listen, the biggest thing I miss about Twitch was the raids and the DJ community. DJ community was cool as fuck over there on Twitch, man. Love that shit. They had, I mean, you could literally go from one raid to the next raid to the next raid and just have woke ass DJs that was doing their thing. That was the best thing about Twitch. Plus, we had badass videos we used to drop. You know, it was a lot of work working on OBS over there. But yeah, Nick Styles, all of them, man. So that was fucking the best part of Twitch. And the fact that they had the raid, I think that the raid system was fucking great. Because you could just take your whole team and then you can go support somebody else. Yeah, it was great.
Hey, E, I'm about to send something and you text me back your thoughts, okay? All righty. I'll do that. Hey.
What up, PR?
What's going on? What's going on, E? What's going on, Queen? Dot?
Resist, Black Star, Seti. I don't know if Seti's awake.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, hey, like the old days, you know, we in this bitch burn it up, man.
Yeah. Oh, Nick Styles was the best, man.
Yeah, Nick was good. There was another one out there out of Vegas. She was good people. Nick was really just a very high. He was like the most positive fucking DJ, and he danced like a motherfucker, like an Energizer bunny with the fucking battery in. He was constantly. I said, this dude, he doing straight cardio workouts up in this bitch, dancing, bouncing around, man. Yes, he used to be into that shit, man.
Hey, he played some good music too, though.
And listen, PR was like our biggest fucking supporter over there, right? So we would, because you know, unlike TikTok, that shit had like globally. So whoever supported your channel, they had the global rankings of the shit. So it was hella cool, man. There was a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still doing his thing, man, because them guys been doing that for years. Listen, I would do it too. A great way to work from home, great side hustle, or if it's your full-time job and you're really good at it. They had a lot of cool. Listen, I should go back and just listen to it sometimes, just vibe out. With the and go along with the raids. I mean, you'll be overseas, man. They have people overseas doing fucking stuff, man. And you go all around the world. Once they finish their set, they would just raid to the next DJ. They used to have like 24-hour raid trains. So I thought that TikTok would jump on some shit like that, but it never materialized. And now we know they're not gonna do it because they hand over to these fucking billionaires. And them hoes lack imagination. So.
And fucking YouTube. What's up with YouTube? Because they allow certain DJs to do it, and other ones, like my husband tried to do
it's very, you know, the problem is they copyright shit almost bad as fucking IG. So this is why I normally use, like, if I use sounds, I'm using straight AI music over there. That way you don't get your shit got.
True.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I heard they trying to bring back MySpace. I don't give a fuck. Right? Unless that shit come. Listen, my face died because they kept on with them dumbass ads. Now, I love the fact that they had some cool ass themes because I had like a 300 theme for my page and shit and all of that. But yeah, but they fucked it up because greed. They came in that bitch with them dumbass ads, and the ads ruined everything.
Yeah.
Hey, if they want to bring back MySpace, they're gonna bring back dial-up and shit too.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know all that shit. But listen, Facebook had crushed them. Facebook crushed them and then turned into that dumb shit.
My wife said that one, so I gotta give her credit. She gave me the stink eye right now.
Yeah, hey, you might as well bring back Netscape too. They're doing all that shit. Yeah. And fucking Napster and all of that, man. Sitting that bad boy waiting for the dial-up and shit. Shit.
A feather pen. Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up. That's really old.
Yeah, AOL, man. You talking about old, man. And they had old Hotmail accounts. Shit, I still got a Hotmail account, I think. I ain't seen that shit forever, but
Wait a second, Hotmail still exists?
I'm pretty sure it do. I'm pretty sure that shit got that shit out there, man. I had old ass Hotmail's account. Yep, LimeWire, all that shit. I used to hit them in the head.
No, LimeWire, man. LimeWire used to post a lot of viruses and shit.
Yeah, because you didn't know what you was pulling up. You had you gambled. You had to have your shit. You know, for you basically had to make sure all your fucking antivirus shit was up to date and all of that because you was gambling on that shit to get them sounds.
Hell yeah, I got hella viruses with that shit. I was like, oh hell no, I had to stop. I was so mad. I had some good music.
Yeah, Naps was on their ass. And listen, I didn't mind because fuck them, man. I bought the albums, man. Your shit gets stolen, all this other dumb shit. Like, man, I got time for that.
Man, I got a virus one time. I opened that shit up and it ate my fucking hard drive. I mean, I just sat there. No. And then I just watched it eat my fucking
Yeah, that worm shit, man. They had that worm. I had, man, shit. One of my damn platoon sergeants got caught with that shit, man. They had to come. They said, take your ass down there and unplug his fucking computer from the wall. Oh, shit. So we went out there because this shit, he had shared some shit, man. You know, I must be sharing them dumbass emails. And that shit was just hitting everybody up, man. This happened over in Germany and shit. He was not very tech savvy anyway, man. They said they banned his ass from being on the computer. They said, you ain't getting no more government computers.
Yeah. That's some crazy shit.
Remember Zune? Z-U-M-E, Zune?
Yeah, the player. The music player.
Man.
I got a free one at a concert. No wonder. No wonder it's gone.
It's just crazy, man. This timeline is fucking crazy.
It is nuts, man. It's a hell of a timeline to be in. But you know what? Hey, we still got each other. And that's what's going to be about, man. Staying in the fight, guys. Staying motivated. Listen, I've been kicking ass on. I done put so many hours in this damn game I got right here. I've been playing this shit. It's called For the King 2. I have been kicking ass on it. And I went and watched Spider-Man 2. Excellent movie.
Oh, nice.
Great ass movie.
I've been watching movies and shit because I had to get my mind off.
You got to. You got to take mental breaks, guys. Yeah.
You got to.
Because this shit will burn you out, man. This shit will burn you out.
I was starting to get burned out. I was feeling it. I wasn't getting any sleep. I was like, nah, man, I gotta unplug for a while. And today I like kind of plugged back in, and I heard that this young woman, she hung out. All right, so it was Tabitha. You know Tabitha?
Yeah, we know Tabitha.
She did a video. I love her. All right, so she made a video about this young lady, and I saw something about it earlier. Who was hanging out like Nola Wells had a bunch of white friends. They lured her to their house, got her drunk. She's epileptic, and they beat the shit out of her.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw it. But listen, people be doing dirt, man. They be doing dirt.
And she's pregnant, yo. She's fucking pregnant. They did it when she was pregnant.
I don't know I don't know what's wrong with demons. I really don't. I've never done no shit like. I never even thought to do shit like this. Yeah, which is crazy.
Not one of those motherfucking bitches have been arrested.
Yeah, it is wild, man. It's wild that this type of shit is still going on, but here we are, guys. Here we are. Hey, look, what I will start doing, I'm gonna start bringing back some of our Union Gang After Dark sessions. Like maybe at least once or twice a month. Like on a Friday, we'll do that, and we'll rock some good tunes. Hey, let people unwind a bit because this shit. Yeah, because this shit gets kind of crazy, man. It gets kind of crazy.
It really is, and it's gonna get crazier.
Oh, hey, he says, hey, King Genty said King Genty figured out who they was. The chicks who did it. Because he been pulling all the information anyway on Message Talk. So good shit.
Yeah, Tabitha actually showed the pictures and the names of those. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them that did it. And she was like telling the parents, she did like a PSA. She was telling the parents, like, listen, if your child is the only, person of color in that space, you need to tell them, no, you cannot. If they're teenagers, no, you cannot go.
Well, they got to see for themselves too, right? You got to see them and show them what's been happening. That way they can see for themselves that this shit is not, these people not your friends. My best friends I grew up with, man, the hood we would never leave nobody behind. Under no circumstance would I leave. If we walking, we both walking together. Right. We leaving together no matter how the shit fucked up, man. Car broke down, whatever shit. I walked all night with my buddy one time, man. Fucking dude that was driving us got fucked up. Didn't know what he was doing, man. Car was fucked up. Man, we walked in literally the entire fucking night till sun came back up.
Exactly. And my kids, when they were teenagers, I have 4 daughters. I didn't let them sleep over nobody. I know that sounds a little extreme, but it was like a rare occasion that I would allow them to sleep over somebody's house, and I had to know their parents. Yep. I had to have their phone number. I wanted to know where they lived.
And pop up without notice. Shit, pop up without notice. Shit.
Just tonight, Tiara went out with some of her friends, and she calls me. She texted me, and she's like, they want me to sleep over, but I don't really feel comfortable sleeping over. Because some white kids are going to come over with trucks. They were going to go out in the woods and go mudding and shit like that. She's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit.
Can you just tell? She's a smart girl, but can you just tell them, like, tell me on the phone so they hear it that I'm not allowed to sleep over? And I'm like, fucking bet, I got you. I was like, no, you can't sleep over. I don't know them people. What are you doing? You just told me, and played it. But
but smart. Yeah, that way she have like an excuse to get out of it. Yeah.
That's very smart of her.
She could have fucking disappeared, man.
Listen, you have to have that's some survival skills kicking in, right? You got to be able to read the fucking room. There's plenty of times that's why I quit going to a lot of fucking bullshit parties if I didn't know these people, because you would see warning signs like them turning gangsters away and all this. I'm like, it's time to go, man. This place about to get shot up. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's time to dip, man. You gotta know when to get out of a bad situation.
Yep. twin daughters, okay? They're mixed, and they wanted to go to this college party when they were in high school, like senior year. And I told them absolutely not. Nope. They were like, oh, no. I said, look, they're spiking people's drinks. You're women. Anything can happen to you. Absolutely fucking not.
Yes, they do all type of horrible shit. Running trains on people, man. Drugging people. No. I've seen it happen to so many fucking people.
I've seen it happen too.
Yes, because that's how these losers operate. I don't know what person would do that to people. Well, we do know. The fucking Secretary of War Crimes. He did that shit. He did that shit as a grown-ass man to people. And so you know they've been doing that shit. If he did it to her, he did it to plenty of other women and got away with it.
And I'll tell you something about Florida. All right. Florida is known for human fucking trafficking. It is huge.
Well, shit. Look at Matt Venmo Gates. Look at Matt Venmo Gates, prime example.
Exactly. Oh, did you hear that motherfucker Jake Lang was trying to run for fucking Marco Rubio's seat down here?
Yeah, good luck. Hey, only thing he running from is an ass whooping. Jake Lang get away. How he gonna do? He gonna keep running from ass whoopings. That's all he gonna do. Yeah, he ain't nobody vote for that dumbass dude, man. Yeah, that wanna be Christian Crusader, man. Yeah. He there for the humiliation king. Yeah, Jake Lang got a humiliation king. He like getting his ass beat by mobs of people. Yeah, SPR. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
You know what? I sent a picture. I think I sent it to Doc only. I was driving around town, and there was a car that on the back windshield, it's in big letters, it said, "Charlie Kirk is my hero." Oh, God. I took a picture of it, and I was like, what the?
Hey, it's good to know what the ops are. Right? That's why when I had that big ass flag, I know who the friendlies are, and I know who the hostiles are.
Yeah, Rick, you're my hero.
That's good shit, man. That's good. Hey, well, better than Charlie Kirk. Hey, because Charlie Kirk could never see me. That's what I try to tell him. I got other videos. Charlie Kirk could never see me. You know, they're desperate for heroes, man. If they fucking barking up Charlie Kirk. Hey, remember, he lost that gun debate by a long shot.
Okay. You know, I just can't get along with anybody anymore, you guys, because I call everybody out. I send them voter registration, online voter registration links. I say, fuck Donald Trump. You know, I just in the real world, I'm done. I'm done trying to. It's like, it's both.
I see out there, Devil Dog.
I said, yeah, fuck that shit.
Hey, man, I give props to Charlie, though. He's been quiet.
Yes. Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, I think he finally straightened out, man, after he got, man. After he lost that debate, man, he been quiet, man. He finally set the hell up all that bullshit.
That pain in the neck did it. That pain in the neck really did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so question, we haven't heard anything about any of these trials, and I don't fucking care, but I mean, honestly, we all know the people that know, and then everybody else who's making defenses for these losers. What the hell is wrong with them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a hot ass mess, guys. It's a hot ass mess.
I can't deal with it. I don't have any friends except for my friend in Portugal.
One thing I am very excited about, I'm going to say I'm allowing myself to get excited because progressives are fucking winning these primaries.
Yes.
And I fucking...
It's looking good, man. It's a Mondani effect, right? Mondani doing that shit, man. A man doing good down there in Michigan. So it's good. It's good to see people out here because you need people who really plugged into the community, boots on the ground. That is the type of leadership we need right now.
Hell yeah. And look, Justin fucking Jones, man. Justin Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yes.
Good shit.
And the other woman who was running for the House in Tennessee, she won too. I forgot her name. Lord forgive me. She had like a red hair. I forget her name.
Not the lady that was with them, Gloria Johnson.
No, she's running for the House. I know Justin Pearson's running for the Senate. She's running
Good.
for the House in Tennessee.
That's Georgia, right?
Yes.
No, she's running for she's running for Tennessee. For the House and for the U.S. House out of Tennessee. I can't remember her name, but she won. And I was like, yeah, she's another progressive.
Good.
Man.
Good shit, man. They need to get many in there as possible, because if we're going to have any type of way of holding on to something, they got to wrestle power from these demons. It's really our last call for democracy, guys. We got to get this thing done. But look, guys.
Florida is the last state, I believe, that has the primaries. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but our primaries are not until officially August 18th. Like I said, my husband and I already turned our ballots in.
Good.
But I'm hoping that Angie Nixon wins.
Yeah, got to keep going, man. A lot of people getting burned by this regime, so we'll see. But I don't see how they hold on to power legally. I do not believe that this demon is going to be able to hold on to power legally. That's not going to stop them from trying, though. But all right, guys, listen, I'm going to jump out of here tonight. I'll be back. I don't know. I'll let y'all know, but I've been doing the 5-day-a-week thing, so I'll let y'all know if I'm there tomorrow or something. I'll just drop it in the Discord and let you guys know. But I'm gonna get back to it. But hey, much love for all of you. I appreciate you guys coming through. You know, you guys are always welcome. Power to the people.
I want to thank everybody that donated to help support TR.
And I'm gonna send that to you after the live, Jay.
Right on, man. Much love to all you.
Yep.
All right, much love to you. Who do I need to donate to?
Thank you, my gift.
You can send it to me because he's taking care of. He's adopted a black girl who was struggling. You know, she was homeless. Her mom died and going through a lot of stuff. I talked about it earlier in the live. If you guys want to do anything, everything I get tonight on Cash App, I'm sending to them. So yeah, if you guys don't want to do that, just go ahead and hit it. Whatever you guys send me, I'll send it directly to him. And matter of fact, as soon as we go up live, I'm gonna send that whatever my Cash App and send it to him now. So, and I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate y'all.
Hey, much.
My wife's like, you've been drinking. No, I'm just happy.
Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with vibing, man. Hey, you know we gotta rally for each other, baby. We gotta rally for each other.
Yeah.
You're Jay, right? You're Jay, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the one that made the effort to burn the flag.
That's right. He cooked that flag up when Trump was talking that shit.
Man,
yep.
he's a hero.
That's it. Hey, one of the founders, one of the founding five of Remember Your Oath. Yes.
Yes, one for the history books for sure.
No doubt. That shit.
I'm in the process of writing 200 postcards right now.
This shit. Hey, that's where they keep doing it. Yep.
Join your Democratic clubs.
Ohio, and I also did North Carolina.
Good.
Hey.
Fuck yeah, man.
Is that through your Democratic club?
No, postcards to swing states.
Okay, interesting, because our Democratic club is doing.
You guys have a great one too over there on YouTube. I see you guys.
Okay.
Okay, I know you want to say goodbye. Good night.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Stay safe, man.
Yep. And remember,
peace.
Whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors still survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. At ports like Elmina, Castle, and Bonny, families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage.
Ships pack human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. The British ship Brooks became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and starvation killed thousands. Women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some captive jumped into the ocean rather than live in slavery in 1781. The crew of the slave ship zoned through more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Olaudah Equiana wrote about the smell, the chains, and the screaming in his 1789 book. Your ancestors lived through organized torture, created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo.
But your ancestors kept fighting. The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. The Middle Passage helped build the economies of Europe and America. Sugar plantations in the Caribbean depended on enslaved labor. Cotton plantations in the American South depended on enslaved labor. Banks, shipping companies, and insurance firms made fortunes from slavery. Cities like Liverpool and Bristol grew rich from slave voyages in the United States. Slavery expanded after the invention of the cotton gin in 1793. By 1860, nearly 4 million enslaved black people lived in America. Congress banned the importation of enslaved Africans in 1808. But slavery continued inside the country. Children were still sold away from parents at auctions. Black families were still whipped, branded, and controlled by force.